Welcome to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Digital only. No terrestrial radio today. I like this. I know last year, remember, I liked it a lot. Lummy, did your, by the way, Monday, December 19th, it's a little bit chilly here in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Nice. I had my windows wide open. But it got, I think my room got down to like 52, which is strong.
That is.
Oh, that's, whew. Blitz, did you, oh, he might be gone.
I'm here.
Did you open the windows up last night?
No.
No,
and have you gone outside lately? Because it's hot out now.
Yeah, it's like in the 60s, almost the 70s.
It's going to get to mid-70s today.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's going to be hot.
Well, that's great. That's exactly what you want. You
and
want
a hype train to start.
Oh, that's quite frankly exactly what we need, because I've been so afraid of being like, man, December is super slow, and so I hope on these 4 or 5. Blitz, how many are we scheduled to have? 4 or 5?
I don't know.
I thought here, I got my little handy dandy schedule here. I think that we're scheduled to have, hold on here, buddy. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. That's what I got.
Okay.
Now,
the 2Ks, 1,000 bits. Hall of Famer Grouper Lips gifted 10 subs.
And we're Twitch only. And then tomorrow, hold on here, blah, blah, blah. I got a text from Hootie, who, as you know.
The real Hootie?
The real Hootie.
Wow.
Who, as you know, Lummy.
Merry Christmas.
As you know, is purchasing the cream machine.
Oh, that's the fake Hootie.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the real Hootie.
No, not the real Hootie. Hello, who's this?
That's disappointing.
Very rarely do I take a call in the middle of a hype train that we have to complete. Hello.
Wayne 51 is on 1,000 bits.
Being 2X, how you doing?
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Bubba Dreams of being 2X.
Hey, sad note. Dr. Daddy Joe passed, huh?
Yeah, we'll get into that. Once we get a few more people hooked on today. So yes, we will get in there.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
Back when I was watching football, I remember when Chris Sims got hit with a lacerated spleen. Wasn't that Dr. Joe that diagnosed that and essentially saved his life?
Yes, Dr. Joe. I think the hospital or somebody else misdiagnosed it, and Daddy Joe came in and, in the 11th hour, changed the diagnosis. They looked and it started exploring elsewhere, and yes, the answer to your question is yes.
Yeah, he's lost 9 out of 14 pints of blood. That goes to death. Anyway, yeah. Prayers to the Diaco family.
Yes,
love you guys.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. The Diaco family is going through a tough time right now. And I think we completed it, but are we still keeping it going?
We're still keeping it going.
We might as well. I mean, we're not on regular radio, so like Blitz, this isn't pissing off Brian from Charleston, because I'm getting into terrestrial time at this point.
Right.
I mean, we're super locked in, just Twitch only, with a BAR tune in / Bubba Army app kicker. So this is kind of literally our time. So, fuck everybody else is kind of how I'm feeling. Well, I need a second on that for you, Blitz, if you want to, please.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, fuck him.
I mean, if we want to keep this
I'm trying not to cuss, so I'm yes. Let's do it.
Frick him, say
yes.
it. Frick him. Welcome, everybody. We opened up the show with the hype train. December has been slow, mostly because I had to pay the remaining deposit on the rings, and I had 3 payrolls this December. So December is really, really business-wise scared me. But, a big-ass hype train and pulling up the nose with 5 shows on Twitch.
We could tell you were getting scared a week or 2 ago.
Could you?
When you changed the schedule? Yeah, we're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like when I added more shows?
Yeah, well, because Yeah.
Yeah.
Because originally you gave us these 3 days off.
No, I did.
Yeah, so I like booked a trip and all that, and I ate that. I said screw it.
Wait, hold on. I never had these 3 days off.
Yeah, you did. For like 2 weeks, you gave us all the whole thing off.
That week you were feeling good.
Yeah. So like Lummy planned some stuff. I booked a trip to Atlanta.
Well, fuck
for today and tomorrow.
Let's just make today.
I already can't. That's all right. I already canceled it.
Well, how much did you eat?
It was only like $60.
Well, I'll pay you back.
That's all right.
No, I'm gonna.
I can't go next week because the flights are like $400 next week.
Give me $320s. And you know what? We don't have to do any more show. I mean, we don't. We can. I mean, if we don't. This can be the only show. We don't have to do any more shows. And it's gonna be tight. But if you guys want all this time off, that's great.
Tria Bill says we need to do shows.
Well, but what I'm saying is I give them to you off.
Tria Bill, $100 cash, PayPal.
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Today at 11:06, Arizona Dirt Track Hoosier 20, and my girl Scouting Big Gulp Sherry 20 as well. See, the thing about it is, here's the deal. I give you guys the day off paid. So if I'm not making any money and it's paid, I'm paying you, then I'm triple laid out on the deal. Lummy, we're still going.
Oh, yeah, we're level 7. It's taking along 3 minutes.
If you got Wayne Toussaint, $20. Merry Christmas. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. A lot of rescrub subs.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want this time off, Cash App Will Wilson. I think his T-shirt Will 25. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks, T-shirt Will.
If you guys want this time off, we can. Today will be our last show. If you guys want to be, and if you just show me how to turn things on, Blitz, since I live so close and have not made any plans, I'll just come in here and wing it. And maybe bring in, I'll wing it like I wong, and I'll bring in the merch crick in to do a show with me, and maybe I can bring like Brian and I could scratch together some shows. How about you guys just take the rest of the time off?
Brian will do it.
Well, I got Brian, I think, scheduled for Thursday, and so you guys just take it off, and of course I'll pay you. Oh, it looks like I'm the nicest buff. You guys aren't even putting me over.
Oh, I mean, I was waiting on what Blitz was going to say, if he was going to come in or...
you guys...
I could be here all this, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, Blitz has
because I planned on it this week, and then I moved some of the stuff to next week.
Well, I can't win for losing. I think that I've had these 5 shows locked in for quite a while. But I could be wrong. And if you guys don't want to do any shows,
Hall of Famer Airtight Ski Pole 5,000 bits.
Then I'll just whip.
Let's go. Well, I could be here Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then next Tuesday too.
I got these 3 days locked in.
Yeah.
All right, then just take off all next week.
Well, I only need one day because you're doing Tuesday, Wednesday.
Nope.
I only need Wednesday.
Nope, I don't want to hear anybody bitching.
Oh.
I don't want to hear anybody bitching. We'll just take all next week off. There just probably will not be an employee bonus pool for December. Just please realize that. I mean, which is okay because you guys had a big one for November, an extremely large one.
Yes, thank you.
And so we'll just take next week off. We were going to do Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're taking those off. 27 and 28 is off. Now, let me. Have you put together? Are all your guys' best ofs?
Yeah.
Completely done.
Yeah.
I know. I saw a little blowback from Brian and Charleston, which I do. And now hold on, Blitz, before you blitz it up. Let me just maybe pull the nose up on the blitzness by saying I am very cognizant that this is the first time he's done this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Usually this is handled by somebody else, so I did keep that in mind. Is that not exactly what you were going to say?
Pretty much, yes.
Thank you. God, I like when I fucking kind of dropped the mic on Blitz when he was getting ready to...
You did.
Yeah, no, Harry Terror won a bus 1,000 bits.
All right, so
they'll have next week, tonight or tomorrow.
All right. So as long as if Lummy, if you and Blitz can get the best ofs signed, sealed, and delivered by tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll be sent tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
They've got this. All of this week's they already have.
All
they
right.
got that last week.
So if you can get next week's done by tomorrow.
Oh, they're done. I just forgot the USB drive because I was in a rush to get here to cut the grass. I was going to cut the grass out front this morning.
Oh my God! Could you cut it out back too?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, I was going to cut it tomorrow out back just because I missed doing it this morning.
Yeah. I might cut it out back too. Now that trailer that I got back there, I might take that out. No. It's out. It's out of here.
Okay.
And I'm going to start Blitz putting like Tyler's race car back there.
Okay.
The merch vending thing back there, and starts getting things staged for Bart because I need that whole parking lot, and we need to get your Beamer back there probably too.
I'm gonna take it.
How do you? Oh, it starts.
Yeah, I gotta get a new battery for it, but it runs.
All right, you gonna take it to your house?
Yep.
All right, and then after Barb, if you'd like to bring it back, and then your little fireworks gimmick.
Yeah.
We can back that. We could back that back in that little no man's. Back where
We were thinking about doing the garden.
Where we were thinking about doing the garden.
Where it used to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it never used to be back there.
Yeah, you wanted all that stuff out, so we moved it to the front.
Yeah. Well, I wanted it out because I didn't want people hitting the building when they were backing up.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think most people, we've only really had one incident of that, and I don't think it will really continue to happen.
Right.
So, if we can hook that up to my truck, and I know you're a good backer-upper, if that will be the first thing that we tuck, if we could tuck that thing back.
I need to take it for a few days, but then we can, then no problem.
Oh, okay. So get it out of here. Well, first of all, you need to get your tire replaced.
I know.
All right. Oh, you could take out, you know what you could do? You could literally take it off the wheel, give it to Lummy to run by Rick.
I already bought a new tire for our whole, already mounted and everything.
No, I got a new tire for it.
I know, it's a pain to do that, so I just bought one.
Oh, you just bought one.
Gifted 5 subs.
Already mounted.
Can I have that one back then?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll sell it to you. It's a pain to have to go to a tire store and get them to mount it and have to pay to mount it.
Really
and all
not.
that.
Really, this is what you do. You take I got a jack back there. You jack it up.
Right.
You give it to Lummy, and you give the new tire to Lummy, and you say, Lummy, on your way home one day, just run by Rick's, and here's a $20 bill, and Rick will have that motherfucker mounted for you. That's what you do.
I know, but Lummy's got things to do, man. He doesn't need to do my stuff.
Lummy would do that.
Yeah, I do it for you, Blitz.
Because it's kind of on your way if you take the veterans.
Yeah, I jump off waters and no problem.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, I'm going to start working. First thing to go is that trailer. Hootie's coming to... Hootie, not
Hootie.
Formerly my best friend, Hall of Famer.
His Hootie.
But his Hootie. Hootie who? The only person that's going to have 5 rings and not in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But you can bet buying the cream machine is going to lock him into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Blitz, I am charging an extra $100 for the cream machine so I can get your...
All right.
And I'll be handing it to you for your Adidas shells.
Appreciate
Will
that.
that cover the cost of those things?
Yes, it will.
So the cream machine's out of here Wednesday. The trailer will be out of here by Wednesday, Lummy. So, and I might mow, in the back a little bit too. But we're trying to get everything ready for Barb. The explosive trailer will be leaving. The BMW will be leaving. All I really got to do is just park the race car back there.
Oh,
and I'm trying to actually sell the race car.
Well, I was going to say, that's perfect timing because I was going to ask you today. I've been talking with Average Joe, and he was wondering next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and I would help him. He was going to clear out all the trees along that wall.
Oh, fuck, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's good.
And he was going to clear out the back too, like do the whole fence line, everything.
Oh, I love it.
But he was going to do it like Tuesday, Wednesday, so he can bring
whatever he wants, buddy.
Okay. Well, I was going to help him with it, so I just got to let him know.
So by the end of this week, Blitz, because we're taking all next week off, can you have your Beamer?
Yeah.
And your
Yep.
explosive trailer out of here?
Yep.
Now, do you need to use my truck No, or can your Explorer pull that?
I should be able to pull it.
All right, but if you need to use my 350, that'll just fucking pull that thing like it's nothing.
Okay.
I bought some accessories for my truck after talking to you on, was it Saturday?
Right. What'd you get?
I bought one of those. I bought a replacement grill, kind of like a Raptor replacement grill.
Okay.
I figured I was going to sell it, but I think I'm going to keep it. Lummy, it looks like we're going to probably get stopped at level 9, which is a great day for us.
Sure is.
So listen, Twitch people, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, we really got to load up these next 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Neo Mount Glacier and Wayne Townsend, both on the Venmo. We really gonna have to load up on these 3 days. I will probably be on the air with the Babyface Thursday. So Blitz, I'll know if Brent is available or not.
Okay.
And then if for you to give me either a 2 or a 3 camera configuration.
All right.
Lummy, are we
Hype train complete.
So we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
All right, now we can start the show now. There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
I like having the hype train music just playing all the time. The fans loved it.
Rhett, are you there?
Yes.
I'm having a hard time. I love the Yule log that you made for me, and I'm asking for the Bubba Army. Listen to this. This is brilliant. Rhett made this Bubba Army Yule log. It's on our YouTube channel. And it's got a little Bubba Army, Bubba Army logo, and it's like a little Yule log with some music and stuff. And a lot of people, I know that Tara does, but a lot of people, like when they're are gathered or have their their thing. Oh, thank you, Lummy, for sending it to me. I was trying to find it elsewhere, but thank you. Oh, here. So I know that when we open our presents or we do our family thing, we have like some background, stuff playing. And for a lot of times, one of the reasons why I haven't recorded a lot of our Christmas is because they'll have some kind of music playing. Tara will pipe through the house or on their big TV, and then we get a royalty strike on the deal. So it's like, it's worthless.
Mm-hmm.
And so Rhett, when we had our white elephant deal, which Rhett, thank you very much for making this.
Yeah, thank you, Lummy, too, for helping me. He got the music.
So we went and found some Christmas music that was royalty free, and have a Yule log as the screen, as the picture. And you could put this up if you have a family gathering or something like that. You could put this on as background music. And we would get we'd make a little bit of money on it.
Nice.
And we get some good stats. Here it is. It's on our YouTube channel, and it just says Bubba Army Yule log with music. Here's an example of it. It's the standard Christmassy. It's what you'd want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's what you'd want to play and have. And it's got the little Bubba Army logo, just so very classily placed in the little lower corner there. Good, Rhett. Great job on this, buddy.
Thank you. We have another version of it too. I don't want to entirely give away what it is. I can obviously tell you, but that should be up. I think maybe Christmas Eve or the day before.
Well, why wouldn't we put it up a little bit quicker than that, lover?
I mean, we can.
How are people? What is it like a? Is it a best of kind of deal?
Yeah, best of the year. I was going to use the premiere feature on it, kind of test that out, see how it goes, because the whole video in itself is close to 6 hours long.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's really, really good background noise if that's what people are into. And I know a lot of people like the best of stuff.
Like the best of us?
Yeah, best of our show from the year. I think there's like 12 or 13 segments I put in there.
But I don't think they'd want to play that during when they're opening up presents and stuff.
No, well, maybe not. But I mean, I think people do like the long form stuff, and maybe someone would put it over.
So while you're having your Christmas celebration, your family gathering, go to our YouTube channel, which is The Bubba Army, and find Bubba Army Yule log with music, and then just play this. And you can run a little bit lower, just pipe it through your TV there. there's not a person that I know that doesn't have a TV that's not a smart TV that you can't pull up YouTube.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, a lot of times on a lot of new TVs, or even like TVs in the last 3 or 4, maybe 5 years, they got YouTube right there as an app. Like
that's all I ever use on my TV.
Just hit YouTube. So I'm just, keep this down here and, have your little Christmas celebration, whether you're having dinner or you open up presents or something like that. And I put one commercial in the middle. There's a commercial to start it, and then there's one little 15-second commercial in the middle, and then there's one at the very end, and it's 4 hours and 24 seconds long.
Nice.
And it's royalty free, and we get credit for it.
Woo!
So if you'd watch it, Blitz, we'd get at least, if you ran it the entire deal, we'd get 3 commercials that we got out of you, and then we get the watch time and the view. Mm-hmm. Which, doesn't, but.
Yeah, if you got YouTube Premium, then you don't see the views and we get credit for it. I mean, you don't see the ads, but we get credit for it.
Right. Now, the other thing is this. So I'm trying to put this up on Facebook, so I downloaded it, Rhett, like I do, right? But I tried to put it up on Facebook as its own standalone deal as well, like I do a lot of things. Not just a link to our YouTube, but a standalone thing.
Right.
But I cannot, because it's so long. It's been giving me
been stuck in processing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should I do?
How long has it been stuck like that?
Since yesterday at 3 o'clock.
I hate to say it, but I try and leave that page open 2 or 3 more days to see what happens, because it could just be taking a really, really long time to process.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, because it is. I mean, that file itself.
Now, when my computer shuts down, goes into sleep mode, is it still working?
I don't think so.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think so. But
hold on, is it uploaded though?
What do you mean?
Is the video uploaded to Facebook?
No, it's uploading to Facebook.
Oh, yeah, then you cannot shut your computer down. Now, if it uploads it and then processes it, the process, you can shut it down. But the uploading, you have to have it.
How do you turn
on.
the sleep mode off of your Mac so it just stays on?
I think you go to your settings. Is it just sleep mode,
settings.
when you don't touch it, the screen goes black?
Yeah.
You can go to your settings, and I believe it's your screen timer. And you can set that to a certain number, or you can just turn it off altogether.
But I know
it's in System Preferences on your Mac.
System Preferences on my Mac.
Yep, the logo will have a gear on it.
You know what I might do? If I can't figure it out, I'll bring it to you tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. I'll be here.
Because I'd like to offer this on Facebook.
And it's over 4 hours?
4 hours and 24 minutes.
Because I think 240 minutes is the Facebook limit, isn't it? Or did they up it?
Oh, I didn't.
That's what it used to be. I don't know if it still is.
Oh, let me ask Alexa. Hey, Alexa, what's the maximum amount of time that you can put on Facebook? Oh, that's the right
From music3.0.com. Facebook is also extending the maximum duration of live videos to 8 hours when broadcasting via the API,
well, that's live
up from the
video.
current 4-hour limit, although I'm not too sure who will find that useful. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No.
According to Lummy Bing.
Yeah, please. Bing.
240 minutes is the Facebook for not being live.
The uploaded maximum length is 240. So even when you're done uploading it, it won't let you put it on there.
So 240 minutes, which is how many hours?
That's 4 hours.
Oh. So maybe Rhett, you could cut this down 25 minutes, make it 3 hours, and maybe if you could do, is that going to be tough?
The only thing I'm thinking of is how to get it to you. Like I can do that.
Hold on. You can get it to me by just putting it up on our YouTube channel,
okay,
and marking it as private, and just label it, Bubba, use this one for Facebook, something like that.
No, yeah, I got you. I'll have it for you today.
And then I'll go download it, and then I can. Okay, perfect. And then I can put it up on Facebook and our Blitz, we're almost going to make as much money this month we might make more money on Facebook this month.
Awesome.
Than we do YouTube.
Wow.
Good.
For real. For real.
Well, thank you to what's her name that told us about that, the female comedian.
Oh yeah, I mean for real. What was her name?
Layla Ali.
No, Lana Turner. Lana Turner took me. I'm walking her out. She's like, "Hey, why aren't you putting like a lot of the videos that you do on YouTube, like waiting, however long, give them an exclusive on you, like let them be exclusively on YouTube for however long. But why don't you then repurpose them? Not send a link, but repurpose them over to Facebook as their own video. Facebook is really paying well right now. Facebook actually pays, like with regards to views and CPMs and all that kind of deal. Mm-hmm. They pay better than YouTube. So, I'm gonna Blitz. Rhett, get that to me. Rhett, are you pretty bummed out over the Bucks?
Well, what happened to the Bucks?
Honestly, it was one of those things where any other day I would have laughed, but what bummed me out the most is I took my mom yesterday, and that's the first Bucks game she's been to in like 25 years. She was telling me so much over the last couple seasons how much she wanted to see Tom Brady, because my stepdad is a big Patriots fan, so she has been a Tom Brady fan for like 20 years at this point.
Everybody is.
So you're saying your mom's bad luck for the Bucks?
Yes. I guess so. I guess so. I thought maybe she was,
she never attend a game.
Listen, when they were up 17-0, I thought maybe she was a good luck charm, but that's the fastest in my...
And they looked great.
Until they started coughing the ball up every damn drive. I mean, my God.
It wasn't they. It was Tom Brady.
It was four
turnovers in five. It wasn't it four turnovers in 5 possessions, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In the third quarter alone.
I mean,
here's what's
how much
pissing me
faster
off.
you lose a game.
Here's what's pissing me off. First of all, the Lions. Are you kidding me?
No, they're rolling.
And I needed them to lose to the Jets. Who won the Giants Washington game?
I believe the Giants won.
All right, that doesn't really matter. I'm looking at the Packer, situation. And when I'm watching football all day yesterday, and when they're like, they don't even have the Packers. By the way, they play tonight, Rams. They don't even have the Packers in the hunt. Meanwhile, if the Packers win tonight, I think that puts them at 6-8.
Fox put it on earlier in the day at like 12 something. They said there's a 39% chance right now for the Packers to make the playoffs.
Well, the Packers would have to win out. The Packers have to go 9-8. Okay? And if they go 9-8, either a lot of things have got to happen. Seattle's got to shit to bed. Detroit's got to shit to bed, but Detroit's got the easiest schedule, but the Detroit plays the Packers in Lambeau for the last game of the season.
Yep.
Now, if the Packers and Detroit tie at 9-8, I don't know who goes.
I think it comes down to the Atlanta tiebreaker between the two, and then they start going after that game, because I think I read that Atlanta, they both played, and then after that they started looking at the different teams.
I don't think the Packers played the Falcons this year.
They didn't?
No.
Oh, they were talking about Atlanta. Maybe that was for a different team, but that's how the Lions would get in if they lost.
To Green Bay?
Yeah. Atlanta would have to lose out.
Well, I was good. I needed the Saints to beat Atlanta, which they did. And I needed Detroit to lose to the Jets, and the Jets just absolutely choked. Just absolutely choke. How about choke of the day going to the Patriots?
Yeah, that guy's just a dumbass right there.
Choke.
Turn around and throws it back. Just go to overtime.
Just go to overtime. I guarantee you, Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick. Is that his name?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he fucking had to be heavily sedated like a Marlon Perkins Mutual of Omaha rhino in the Serengeti. Lummy, did you watch Yellowstone last night?
No, I was watching football because we left the Bucks-Bengals game, so I didn't get to see it live.
Man, were they raising hell when because my apartment's right off of Boy Scout, right over there by Fleming's.
Yeah,
and the private FBO is just on the other side of the mall, Signature Air or wherever they fly in and out of.
Yeah,
and my Lord, the Bengals got a police escort to the airport. My God,
there were a lot of Bengal fans there yesterday.
It might have been, honest to God, it might have been half and half yesterday.
I would 100% agree with you.
It might have been.
I looked at the stands during the fourth quarter, and there was only about 12 people in the entire stands.
Yeah, well, that's because everyone was leaving and the Bengals were partying.
Is this the last play right here?
Yeah,
right here. This is the last. This is the last play. Now, so it's 24-24. Is this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So it's 24-24, Patriots and the Raiders. Patriots and the Raiders, 24-24. Now there's 3 seconds left.
Yep.
In regulation. This is not 3 seconds left in overtime. Nick, it's Guinta? Is it
Gwenta?
Genta?
Ginta?
Gienta? Nick Gienta? However the hell you say your name, Nick. $100 bill. Oh, Nicky, Nicky Peeled.
Yeah, Nicky Field.
So you're going to go into overtime. And so you know that this is probably not what Belichick called.
No, there's no way.
Down to 3 seconds.
So, and quite frankly, the Patriots needed this game for their playoff hopes.
Yeah.
They really did. I think the Raiders are out of it.
The Raiders are.
Do you think Devontae Adams is second guessing his decision?
I don't know. He's having one hell of a year, though.
Yeah, not really though. I know he's leading the league in touchdowns and stuff, but he was virtually. Oh, here I gotta. This is probably somebody wanting some money, or I like taking collection calls or things like that live on the air here. Hi, it's Bubba. You're on my show. Hello. Hello.
Hello, this is Anne from Home Seller. I'm calling for Eugene Brunswick.
Yeah, this is Mr. Brunswick. How are you?
Hi, sir. I'm just only calling about the property in 8866. I was just wondering if you would be interested for an offer for that property. Is it for sale?
Yeah, it's for sale. Well, I mean, it's not for sale, but things are going. Yeah, I'd be willing to hear what you had to say. I mean, like what type of offer you would be willing to give me for my home?
Okay, but before we can provide you an offer, can I ask you a few questions about it so
Sure.
that
Yeah.
we can provide you an offer? Okay. So, can you please tell me, sir, how many bedrooms are there?
4,
And for the bathroom?
3. Well, 3.5. 3.5. That pool bath I put in.
And they're all in a good condition?
Yes, very, very nice condition.
Okay. And for the roof, sir, how old is the roof?
I just got a new roof 3 years ago, so it'd be 3 years old. Handyman,
Okay.
man, I got to tell you, Handyman Roofing, phew, they did a great job. Yeah.
Okay. And for the heating and ventilation, when was the last update?
Probably 2 years ago.
Okay. And for the air conditioning system, is it central type?
Yes, central.
And the last update was also 2 years ago?
Not over 2 years, right at 2 years. I had it in November of 2020.
Oh, okay. And by the way, for the electrical and plumbing, also in a good condition?
Yes.
And sir, do you have any price range you're looking
Um,
for you to sell this property?
probably 700.
Okay, I'll take note on that. So here's the thing. Let me provide all this information to my manager so that he would be able to call you back for this offer ready to go.
Okay,
Okay.
that'd be. Can I tell you something else, please?
Okay.
I went and I got I got solar put in it. I got Tesla, the Tesla solar.
Okay.
Can you?
Okay.
I just want to with the battery backup.
Elon put it in himself.
Okay, I'll put that note here. Okay.
And I also redid the pool.
Okay. Thank you so much for that information, sir.
So okay, well
I'll inform him about it. Okay.
thank you so much. Have happy holidays, okay?
Thanks. You too.
Bye
Have
bye.
a great day.
Thank you. Yeah. Making fucking $15 an hour, calling people trying to sell their home. 123 fucking Yippee-Yo Avenue. Elkhart Rob 50. Love you, buddy.
Thank you, Elkhart Rob.
We need it, guys, because these boys have created a mutiny against me and are taking all next week off. And better yet, motherfuckers, I'm paying you too.
Well, thank you.
So I better start seeing some fucking appreciation around here, Blitz.
Well,
Quit being mean to me.
Awesome.
What day would work best for the trees though? Tuesday or Wednesday?
I don't
Wednesday.
give a fuck either day.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna have that cleared. I don't have to be there for that, right?
No, not at all.
But I'll have that whole entire area cleared. Blitz will have his beamer and his explosive trailer.
Mm-hmm.
He's like some fucking real degenerates. Blitz will have his beamer and his explosive trailer moved.
I just wish there was explosives in it. There hasn't been for like 5 years.
But that's what we call it.
I know.
We don't want anybody to know that there's not explosives in there.
No.
Right.
Like a mattress and some other bullshit in
Blitz actually has a very volatile explosive system in there that if you even move it too much, it'll blow the fuck up, which will deter somebody.
That's why I'm afraid to replace that tire.
Yeah, it'll blow up. Like, you should put a little sticker on there that says explosives. Nobody would ever fucking steal your thing.
Yeah. Well, the problem is when I actually do have fireworks in there, you're not allowed to have those stickers on the outside.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay, well. Anyway, that'll be gone, and Blitz will have the race car gone.
Cream machine?
I'm sorry,
Maybe?
the cream machine leaves Wednesday with Hootie driving it down the
perfect.
road.
Oh, this Wednesday?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Hootie's coming Wednesday at 3 o'clock to take that motherfucker out. Boom.
Perfect.
Blitz was with me on, what night was it? Thursday, Blitz? We started it right up.
Yep.
It fired right the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sent that video to the Hootie.
Yeah. What I'm going to go do, Blitz, is I'm going to drive it. I know the tags are expired, but I could at least get it.
Right.
I could at least get it to the 7-Eleven, or, over there by the.
Don't they expire this month?
Yeah.
So you're fine.
And it's fully insured. So what I'm saying is I'm thinking about driving it to the 7-Eleven and just topping it off with 93 octane.
Okay.
So, because that's what it probably should run on.
Yeah.
I usually just put 87 in it, but I'm going to put 93 octane in there. Check the oil, check the power steering fluid, check the brake cylinder, the master cylinder fluid. Okay. And that's it. I'm gonna have it fucking parked out there, ready to go. Check the tire pressure, because I think Hootie's driving it. I think he's driving it to Plant City.
Nice.
Most likely, yeah.
I got to write him a bill of sale, and then I'm gonna cancel my insurance. Like Thursday morning on it.
Yeah,
Nice.
Cool.
All right. So here's the Patriots. It's 24-24. They're going into overtime. They need this game more than the fucking Raiders do. I think the Raiders are out of it.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, they would have to win out, which is even if they win out, they probably won't make the playoffs at this point. But you can tell Bill Belichick didn't want this to happen. That's why he ran
The Raiders have already played.
And by the way, the guy running was hauling. He almost fucking did it.
Yeah.
3 overtime games this season.
By the way, for all the RIP to the cream machine, but you know what? I did get a text from Hootie today, and he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna rewrap it, but it's gonna have Bubba Army stuff on it, and I'm gonna you guys can have it anytime you want." And you know what? That's the best case scenario, that it is going to somebody.
Yeah, they can use it.
That can use it and is a friend of the show, and next year Hall of Famer Lummy.
Oh, nice.
I mean, Blitz is going to have no problem with Hootie as soon as he gets his $100.
Right. I'm cheap.
I mean, Hootie's back in your good graces now.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me wedging him on the backside to get it, but we got it nonetheless.
Winning 2 of them. They were 4-0 last year in OT.
All right, so Max, this fucking quarterback's like, "Listen, I'm going to hand it off to you, brother.
Yeah, let's
and
just get to
you
overtime.
just run the fucker as far as you can, okay?"
Yeah.
That's what Bill says. The play coming in is a 24 dive, 24 pass app, because it looked like it was a little bit of a draw deal.
Yeah, it was pretty much a draw.
Yeah, draw, 24 Willie. Let's go. Get as far as you can. And then we're going to go ahead and do this overtime deal. Okay, guys, ready? And break.
End this game. Raiders 6-8.
Monday Night Football will be interesting tonight, Lummy, as the Packers I think they got maybe Dobbs. And I think they're as healthy. They had a bye week last year.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be about as healthy. I think Bakhtiara.
Oh, is he back?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Siri. Or no, this isn't Siri. This is Alexa. Hey, Alexa. What is tonight's Green Bay Packer injury report?
I don't know that.
Dumb bitch.
Yes.
Hey, Alexa. Give me the injury report for the Packers versus Rams games tonight.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Man, what? Can you get any fucking dumber?
It looks like Bakhtiara is out.
Oh, there's a Starting at 9 o'clock tonight, there's a 40% chance of snow there.
Oh, nothing is. Listen. One of the most memorable things I ever did, which really
Jerk yourself off with the shop vac?
even makes me sadder that Tyler and I are going through what we're going through.
Mm.
But as a little boy, I think he might have been like 6 or 7. Me and Brent Hatley, I got some pictures of this. And I had a friend, his name is Aaron, where he was the assistant to Ted Thompson, the general manager, Lummy.
Oh, nice.
And so we got complete access to everywhere. And they played the Panthers one year. I think it might have been like 06. And we went to Lambeau, flew into Milwaukee, then rented a car and drove to Green Bay, spent the night in Green Bay, and got there like on Thursday. No, got to Green Bay on Friday, spent the night. Then on Saturday, Lummy, got to go and get a complete VIP tour of the locker room, the weight room, got to walk on the field, like everything. And then, tickets were like on the 45, halfway up, and it started snowing during the game. And Tyler had never seen snow at that point, and it was just such a winter wonderland. It was just it's such a dynamic, it's such a different dynamic, and it was not just a little bit. It was kind of heavy snow. It was heavy flurries, snow that was sticking, and it was just such a. I have pictures and stuff, and I often go back and look at it, and it's to go to. Have you ever been to a football game where it was actively snowing hard?
No, I have never.
Oh,
I really want to go to one of those
because it's not like rain where you got to get out. It's not like rain where it's gonna soak you.
Yeah.
If you got like and we all had like heavy parkas. We had to go get winter coats, and we had gloves and sock hats and it got down. And snowing's the best when it's snowing and it's like 26.
Well, it's gonna be 17 there, and it feels like it's 12.
Okay, that's still not that bad. You can gear up for that, Blitz. You can literally get some
alcohol,
get some Fireball.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And get high and not even really give a fuck what.
Yeah, it could be negative 40. You don't even know it.
You'll see guys tonight in Green Bay that are so fucking jacked up that they'll have their shirts off tonight. Yeah.
The only thing they'll be wearing is a cheese head.
The worst is that's the only thing they have besides maybe some Santa Speedos.
Yeah.
But the worst is when it's real windy and it's not snowing and it's got a wind chill, but like snowing and like 25, it's just an unbelievable experience. So Lummy, this is the injured. The Packers
Wind's gonna be about 7 miles an hour, so that's not bad.
Bakhtiara's out.
Yeah, he looks like one of the only ones besides
another fucking collection call. My God, I owe a lot of
maybe
people.
Maybe
it's
that chick's boss.
Oh,
she hung up.
Maybe it was offered me $700. But this is it's hard telling what this property is really worth. I don't even know what property they're talking about.
Right, I know.
So it looks like really the only one that's out is Bakhtiara.
Yep, he's 100% out.
Dobbs is unspecified.
But he did a full participation in practice.
Thursday, full participation. Friday, full participation. So he's in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the rest of them. It looks like limited practice. And then how about the Rams? Rams, they got the defensive tackle out. Aaron Donald's out.
Is he?
Yes, look.
Oh, shit.
That is huge.
If the fucking Packers don't party, then... Whew.
If they're not running it right down the fucking middle with Badass 33 and AJ Quadzilla, then I don't know.
Then they're done. They're done. I mean, they're just... This is a guaranteed lock-in game right here.
Well, if they don't win this, they're done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Eric Shoemaker, 50. Big E, thank you, my friend. That's all on the Venmo. And Robert Daly on the Venmo. Thank you. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. All at the Bubba Army. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday will be the last shows that we do. I'll come in from time to time and cobble together some shows. that will all be. I don't know where I'm going to put them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live either on Twitch or YouTube if I do anything.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I don't have any like plans, but I might do a few things.
I was gonna maybe go live too when we're in St. Augustine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all right.
So, a couple things. One, we're going to get into a couple of stories here, but a couple things. Saturday, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, no. It was Friday. It was the day after. Nope, it was Saturday. Saturday. So, Dr. Diaco, Jay Diaco, Steve Diaco, our friends. Dan, a co-host of the show. Jay too. Their father, Dr. Joseph Diaco, I think like 84 years old. I think he still has the record in the NFL for the longest tenured physician for the NFL. I think he spent 31 years he was the original team doctor for the Buccaneers back in 1976 when the Buccaneers started out as an expansion team under John McKay?
Yes, it was.
John McKay was the first coach. Hugh Culverhouse was the owner, and who was John McKay also the GM?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So Dr. Joseph Diaco was the first coach for the Bucs, and I think he went till 2009. I think
it was 33 years. So yeah, 2009.
And within that world, Dan helped for 6 of those. Dan was kind of an understudy for 6 of those years. He was also the head of general surgery for, I think, Tampa General or St. Joe's, one of the big, huge deals. And was also, Dr. Joseph Diaco was one of the very first people to start doing laparoscopic hernia procedures to the point where the people that, this makes me want to cry. The medical company used Dr. Joe for like 3 or 4 years to help R&D some of the laparoscopic procedures they use today. So, like Dr. Andrews, like within the sports world, they have these certain doctors that are specialists in certain things. Like, for instance, the knee guy for years, and still very well may be, was Dr. Andrews out of like Birmingham, Alabama or something like that. Like, so if you had a major knee deal, they shipped you right to Dr. Andrews. Boom. Well, for years, like through the 70s and 80s and 90s, if you had a sports-related hernia, whether you're the Green Bay Packers or you were the Oakland Raiders, you would ship your guy. Your guy would take a first class or sometimes the team plane or whatever to Tampa, Florida, and get your sports hernia work fixed by this gentleman right here, Dr. Joseph Diaco, and he was on the cutting edge of not making hernias these big, really have to cut you open, but they could do it laparoscopically. So for 4 years, he helped. I don't know which company started laparoscopic procedures on hernias, but he was the doctor that would get with the manufacturers and say, okay, with this instrument, I need a little more of that, a little more of this. It seems to be blah, blah, blah. And a lot of Dr. Joe's wealth came from being, basically the R&D guy for the laparoscopic instruments that they use to do laparoscopic hernia surgeries. So this guy is just one of the most. And think about this. Think about if they gauge if you're judged by the people you bring into this world. We are somewhat, all of us. The success of your children or the success of yours. Just we all want to be proud of our children. A dad that's got a son that's in prison for being a fucking crackhead probably doesn't feel so cool sitting next to the guy whose 3 sons are doctors and lawyers respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, and of course she's still around, and I got an opportunity to meet her. I've met Arlene before, but haven't spent that much time with her as I did on Saturday. She's like my new favorite. My God.
Oh, yeah.
She is so cool. She's probably the third most, fourth. She's probably my number 4 female in life, next to be behind, my mom, my sister, maybe the crick, and then throw in Arlene. I love Arlene.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So anyway, and she's still sharp.
Yeah.
So we have the White Elephant Party on Thursday, and wasn't it so nice to have Romina and Candle there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did see some comments. Boy, there's 3 sets of Diacos there, and there was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was wine time.
Wine time.
Anyway, we have our White Elephant Party on. Let me see. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, this is Kelly calling from Green Concept. How are you doing today?
Hi, Kelly. Where are you calling from again?
Green Concept. Have you ever considered looking into solar panels for your home?
No, I haven't, but my neighbors got them, and they like them, and so, I'm kind of interested in it. By the way, they called me. So.
Are you the owner of the home?
Yes.
Great. And how much money do you pay for your electricity bill when the month comes?
I'd say I pay about $900, maybe $800, $900 a month. It kind of depends on whether it's the summer or the winter.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. And who is that electricity company? Is it Pico?
Yeah, it's Tico.
Who is the electricity company?
Tico.
Tico or Pico?
No, TECO. It's Tampa Electric Company is what it stands for. Tico.
Oh. And do you or someone in the household have a credit score at least 650?
Yeah, I think I just bought a new truck, and I think my credit score was like 740. I think something like that.
And the property I'm looking at is 24 Main Street.
Yes.
With the zip code 21911.
Yes.
Great. Congratulations. Everything checks out on my hand. You are qualified to get a free consultation. So I hand the phone over to my supervisor. Hello?
Yes, I'm right here.
Yes, I hand the phone over.
Hello?
Yes, I'm right here with you, okay, Joe?
Yeah.
Everything checks out on our end.
Wait, now hold on. Is everything okay? Because it seems like you kind of like grabbed the phone. Are you two fighting?
No, we're not.
Oh, it sounded like it was. It sounded like it was kind of a hostile exchange, because I was talking to some other woman, and she was so nice.
You're speaking with the same person. I just turned the mic up for the phone. That's all.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. It was just. It sounded all like you guys were fighting over the phone or something. I'm so sorry.
No, but let me ask you something. You said you're still at 24 East Main Street?
Yes.
And it's a single-family home?
Yes.
All right. Let me get them on the line, Joe. I'll be right here with you, all right?
Okay, thank you.
How is your day going so far?
Oh, my day's been going good. I got some Christmas shopping to do and stuff.
Thanks for calling Funtuity. This is Kayla.
I like going to the daytime over there at Oz. Every once in a while, they got 2-for-1s. Yeah.
Hey, Kayla,
$80 in the back. Greatest oral ever. What now? Hello.
I have Kayla on the line. Kayla, Joe will take it from you.
Oh, Kayla.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Joe?
Yes, this is, Kayla. Hi.
Yes, hi. I'll be helping you from here. There are a few qualifiers.
I will tell you, though, Kayla, you sound very, I'm not trying to be creepy or nothing. You sound very attractive, just to let you know that.
Thanks.
Okay.
Well, I'll be helping you from here. There are a few qualifiers for our no upfront cost solar program. One is going to be little to no shade on your home. If you could please verify your address for me, please.
I live on Main Street still.
Has any fizz or?
You said it's on Main Street?
Yeah. What was?
Okay, and what is the house number?
24 East.
So 24 East Main Street, and
Yeah.
what is the city and state?
Well, I don't want to. I mean, you guys know all that. I've been through all that already.
So I do have to confirm all that on my end as well.
Well, I don't feel. Well,
think
Rising Sun, Maryland. I mean, I don't know who. I mean, I don't know if I'm dealing with. I mean, like a lot of times there's a lot of scammers. I don't want to give out my. I mean, I think I gave you. I think you know that I know the address here. I just gave you everything.
Yes, sir, I have everything.
Zip,
And your credit score was 650 or higher. That is correct.
Yeah, I just bought a truck last Saturday, and they told me it was 745. So I don't know if you guys can pull it up or not, but I'm
I just have to confirm that it's 650 or higher.
Yeah.
No problem. And your electric company out there, was it Smeco, BG&E,
Pico.
Delmarva,
Pico.
Pico?
Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately at this time we have stopped servicing Pico. So I do have to reject this lead at this time, but you have a great day.
Well, why can't I get? So why would I even need them anymore if I'm getting you guys? Like, why would I even need Pico anymore if I'm having solar? Like, I wouldn't need them anymore. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am?
Joe, you're in Maryland?
Yes.
I don't know why she hanged up the line and you're in Maryland.
Yeah.
We don't work with Pico in Pennsylvania. All right? Bear with me on the line. I don't know why she hanged up.
What? Somebody give me the...
All right, bear.
Thank you for calling
Electric
Utility. This is Kayla on the recorded
Somebody give me
line.
electric
How can I
company.
help you?
Kayla, Joe is in Maryland. His electric company's Pico.
Yeah, we can't service Pico.
I don't know if I'm... I don't...
Maryland also?
I don't know if I'm Pico. I might be Duke.
Pepco.
Or Pepco.
So we would have to know your electric company before we booked an appointment.
Well,
Have a great day.
if you guys can just hold on, I can go look at my bill. My wife pays the here. Let me just give me a second here.
Just say Maryland Electric.
Okay, let me see. Where did Jana put that? Maryland. Does Maryland Electric sound familiar? Hello? Or Potomac Edison? Or sucking my cock? How about, for the record, sucking my cock and balls and sticking your fingers in my asshole?
It's electric.
Yeah. Bitches, both you whores. Fuck off my phone.
The first lady said Pico first. That's why.
I know.
Well, there's a Pepco there. I think she didn't think she knew what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's calling for someone in fucking Maryland.
Next time, man, you guys, I'm gonna have to
And
rely
that
on
address,
chat.
that address they gave, I sent you the zip code when I sent you the city, but the address they gave wasn't even for a fucking house.
Yeah, it was community. Like when she said Pico, I thought it was in Wachula now. Because Pico is up
listen,
there.
man, we don't know where we fucking live. We don't know what you're talking about. We're trying to piece this together. And Blitz, by the way, you don't have to inform people they're on the air if they call you.
No, I know, and we're not on regular radio, so it
Right.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so we're triple insulated on this. So, anyway, so
Wayne 51 to sound 1,000 bits.
Oh, I love you, Wayne.
You know about 1,000 bits.
I got my Cash App and my Venmo. We're only doing 3 days of shows. Everybody gets off next week. But we're all going to try to come together as a village and throw some type of fucking shit together. So we have our white elephant deal on Thursday. It goes well. And I knew, did I not know, Lummy, that Blitz did a moon rock gimmick?
Yes, he did.
I should have kept with my moon rock. No, somebody took my moon rocks away from me, didn't
Jay
they?
did.
Yeah, because you didn't want them.
Yeah, Jay took it.
Please, somebody please take this garbage away. I don't want this.
So then Jay felt bad and he grabbed it from you.
Yeah.
And well, anyway, I knew.
Jay needed the money. Sorry.
Gotta use that $100 bill. So we do the white elephant deal. And Dan talks to me privately. He's like, listen, Dad's not doing good. He's in hospice. And they've taken him from Jimmy Clevis's, because Jimmy Clevis owns his family. One of the things that they're into is they have 3 like ALS facilities.
It's ALF.
Okay, well, yeah. But they have like these 3 facilities where it's all in. Like you pay like, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and your loved one has 24-hour care. They have their own apartment. They have, like a community center. They have like a hair salon. They have it's its own community in itself. They have food. They feed you. They have every day and night. There's games, and it's where you bring grandma and grandpa. When you don't want them to live with you, and they can't live on their own, you bring them. And Jimmy Clevis's family's on the nicer, kind of more expensive end of it. Like it's $6,000 or $7,000 a month but it's VIP. I mean, it is fucking VIP.
Shivering Business Era says Hall of Famer Kenny Priz, 1,000 bits.
And so they put Joe there about a month ago, and he kind of liked it. But he was just slipping. And so about a week ago, he was slipping, and they decided to put him in hospice. Now, hospice is, that's the end of the road. I mean, I think everybody agrees that, when you call in hospice, it's to make your loved one comfortable.
Yeah.
Why they die. And so they decide to put Joe, Daddy Joe, in hospice about a week ago. And Dan was going to go see him on Friday. There was somebody by his side, some family member by his side 24/7. And it progressively, dementia and just whatever he died from, progressively got worse. And the family had decided, and Joe, Dr. Joe, who's a doctor, and Dan, who's a doctor, and I don't think that I'm giving out any information that the family would find offensive or anything like that. But Dr. Joe, while he was still coherent, very coherent, said, I don't want to be on a vent. I don't want to be on a machine. Because they can they can literally keep you alive for 3 years. I mean, if these vents, when they say the expression you're going to pull the plug, they're pulling the plug on a ventilator. And Blitz, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's when the expression of pulling the plug. The ventilator is what breathes for you.
There's a number of things, but generally, yes.
Yeah, it's the ventilator which basically breathes for you, and you can be, like Terry Schiavo, for instance, was completely brain dead, but they had her on a ventilator, and if your lungs have the ability to breathe to keep your brain alive, at least somewhat, you can be a complete vegetable and not be able to talk or anything, but you're still technically alive if you're on a ventilator. Well, Dr. Joe, while he was still of sound mind, and Dan and Stephen and Jay had all got together and said, we're not going to put Dad on a ventilator. We're going to let Dad die, naturally. Now, when you go to hospice, they do put you on some stuff to make it comfortable. Some morphine and some phenobarbital, something. They do have.
Hospice is palliative care for people that are terminally ill or will pass soon.
Right.
But that's what they do.
And
they make it comfortable for them.
Joe was on some morphine and some phenobarbital or something like that, and but he was asleep. So Dan at the White Elephant Party, said, "Hey, I'm going to go see Dad tomorrow. I got my staff Christmas party at the plastic surgery place, and then I'm going to go see Dad." Now he's not awake. He's just laying there, but, he's alive, breathing on his own, and it's probably only a matter of days before we lose him. I said, okay, I'd like to go over and pay my respects, at least, say goodbye to him, give him a big kiss, hold him, because I knew Daddy Joe. Obviously, I'm close to the family. And so Dan forgets to call. Dan gets so wrapped up in his world on Friday that he goes over there, and we had even decided on like about 2:00. So he was like, "I'll call you. I'll text or call you when I'm headed over to your apartment. I'll just pick you up because the hospice that Joe was at was in Palm Harbor. So, naturally, Blitz, it kind of got to go by my apartment to go to Palm Harbor from where Dan's coming from.
Okay.
So he was just going to pick me up. We were going to ride together. Well, it gets to be about 3, 4 o'clock, and I'm strung out for the day, and I'm like, Danny, did you go see Joe? And he's like, I'm here now. And I go, did you forget that I was going to go with you? He's like, oh, my God, I did.
Yeah, Dan probably had a few things on his mind.
Yeah.
And he absolutely he did.
Mm-hmm.
He absolutely did. And so I didn't give him a bunch of shit. By the way, Michael Ward, an FTE out of California, 25 for Dr. Joe's beautiful memory. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
So Saturday morning, I'm like, Joe, Dan's like, listen, I'm going to be here. I'm going to go back tonight. I'm going to go back tonight and be with him. And I'm going to go back Saturday morning about 8 o'clock, if he still makes it. And it was, really touch and go. Like his breathing was getting very shallow. The doctors there, they know. Like the nurses and the people, they have seen so many people die, that they kind of know what to look for. Shallow breathing, just different numbers and stuff, that oxygen levels, and they have monitors on them, so they know. So we go over Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, Dan and I. Now, I don't know if you know this, but they say the last to go is your hearing, that you can practically hear clear up until your last breath. You can still hear. Now, you may not be able, this is what the doctor told us, you may not be able to respond. You may not be able to, but they encourage family members to speak to people directly into your ear. So Daddy Joe was laying on his right side, and it was just, it almost makes me want to cry. But I'm watching Dan, talk to his dad in his ear. It's like, Dad, it's Danny. I'm here, and I love you, and you don't have to be strong anymore. You can just let go. Just let go, Dad. Stop fighting. Just, I love you. I love you so much. And we were there, and the doctor came in, and I got to tell you this, though. This particular hospice, and I'm assuming maybe all of them are this way, but this particular hospice they were so cool, and they had taken such good care of him. His hair was brushed. He was clean shaven. They had lip balm on him. They had his, he was laying like on a pillow. A lot of times you'll have slobber, that kind of goes down, and if you don't keep up on it, it'll kind of cause a little rash on your face, Blitz, they had like a little slobber, rag on his pillow that was changed out every 2 hours. They had lip balm on him. They had his hair combed. He was cleanly shaven. He was impeccable. Now, I've been to some hospitals before where, they don't really take care of you. Like, it's like that guy's in there, he's going to die,
Yeah.
This place was just phenomenal. And so we sit there and talk to Joe and hold Joe, and talk to Joe and hold Joe, and then Arlene comes in. What a woman. What an absolute woman. And here's a woman that has, was divorced from this guy, and raised three kids as, a separated, as a co-parenting, mom and dad. And a lot of people don't like their significant other when they go through things like that, when they go through a divorce and, if the person you divorced that you no longer like, because you divorced for some reason, for whatever reason, you may not want to go there and say goodbye to that person or even care, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she was like, holding his hand and saying, Joe, I love you. And it was just, she is sharp as an absolute tack. Oh, my Lord. And so she said, I've only heard it once, Bubba, but the song that your boys, she called it my boys, that your boys did about me was hilarious. And I really liked the part when they said I was better looking than Joe's ex. And now we're having this conversation, over Joe. And so Danny, of course, has it and pulls it up and we listen to it. And she, this song right here about Dr. Dan and his two brothers, their mom and dad. And so we're sitting at Joe's, deathbed playing this song, and she's just laughing, having a great time. Divorced fairly early, and they had a certain amount of time they spent with their mom, Arlene, and a certain amount of time they spent with their dad, Joe. Arlene, how did you raise Stephen, Jay, and Dan? Arlene, you're hotter than Joe's other ex, Joanne. Oh, and she got a huge kick out of that. But you should have seen her. She's 84 years old, still drives a big-ass four-door Lincoln Blitz, like, a New Jersey Italian woman would. Mm-hmm. And, right down US 19, not afraid of nothing, absolutely impeccably dressed. Hair done.
Yeah, every time I've seen her hung out with her, she's always all dressed up.
Yeah, and makeup done.
Yep.
Just like honest to God, I'm telling you right now, she might be one of the most beautiful 84. She might be Miss America of 84-year-old women.
I'd watch that.
Oh, and so, and ladies and gentlemen, live from MGM Grand, it's Miss 84.
Coming out with the bikinis. Woo.
I'm going to tell you right now, man. Arlene, I don't know if she kept the name Diaco. I think she did. Arlene Diaco is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And Jay's a lawyer, big shot. Steven just gets laid a lot. Dan is really freaking hot and mean. But boy, you should see Dan around Mama.
A totally different person?
Well, Mama kind of runs the show.
Oh.
Yeah, but but Dan will get up on her too, though.
Oh yeah, Dan gets up on her, but Arlene gives him a look. You college one your favorite kid. They all knew it was a rib, except for Jay. He blew his lid. Arlene, take these three little bastards. I get tired of them. I can't take it. You are so smart. You did the math and cut your water bill in half when you made them share a bath. Arlene, the poor kids, they don't get to do nothing. They're all cooped up, beating the hell out of each other. When they acted like buffoons, you wouldn't send them to their room, just hit them with a wooden spoon. Arlene, driving you insane? You know what, Blitz? One of these days I'm going to see if I can get Arlene in here.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
With the three. That would be, Steve, Jay, Dan, and Arlene. Oh,
that'd be good.
Arlene. How did you... Who wrote this?
Dark Knight Steve.
Good job, Steve. Lummy, when are we going to get... When are we going to have the... Well, today, tomorrow, or Wednesday?
We're doing it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already ready to go.
Yep, I talked to Lummy about it already.
The parody song of the year?
Yep, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, it was ready.
Parody song of the year?
Yep.
Guess what came in? Blitz is solemn.
The rings?
Oh, yeah.
The rings.
Yeah.
Nice.
The rings. The rings. The rings. The rings. did come in.
Yep, we have them.
And me and Blitz made a mistake and missed 3 people. And we're in,
Right, it happens.
That happens, and I'm already on it. You probably won't. Those 3 people.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike Bellagio, the Bubba Light, and who else will be mad?
Hootie.
Hootie, yeah.
Iggy will come and kill us all. And no, it's not that. We got Iggy's.
Yeah.
But it's but I got to tell you, they're beautiful. And guess what? They're here.
Yeah, they're here.
They're here. And Blitz, I'm going to try to get a rough in as to who's coming and who's not, because I want to have everybody who's not coming to the party, everybody who's not coming to the bar party, if you know you're not coming and you're a ring participant, can you please get a hold of Blitz or us or somehow? Because I'm going to have the merch crick. They're going to be boxed up on that Friday. She'll box them now and get them ready.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll literally take them and ship them on that Friday. Because Blitz, I mean, nobody's going to get them in a day.
Oh, everyone around here will get them in a day. But hopefully people around here will be here.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
They'll all get them Saturday morning.
All right, well, that's appropriate. I mean,
Okay.
Or maybe I'll have her take them Saturday morning.
Okay.
One of the two.
That's probably better.
Everybody who's not attending the party, your ring will be shipped Saturday morning. And you will get your ring. I would say even if you lived like in, like Minnesota or something, I would say by midweek.
Oh, yeah. Anyone's in the U.S. will have it by Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Monday's a holiday, so.
Yeah, so at least by Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll have it.
Yep.
And so if you got to give us an idea as to whether you're attending the party or not. That way, because if not, I'm going to have it boxed up and ready to go, man. We're going to be the most efficient that we've ever been.
You Ray, Stephen, Jay, and Dan. Arlene.
The great Jenny Durst is coming. The Jenny Durst, who can outdrink any of you, period.
Arlene.
Lummy said bring it.
Lummy. Let me tell you what Jenny Durst can do. She can drink 24 Michelob Ultras and go to bed at 2 a.m. and be up at 5 a.m. and ran 10 miles. Not kidding.
Part. Oof.
Hotter than Joe's other ex, Joanne. Your retired life is full of thrills. You got your sons to pay your bills. You can count all your own pills, Arlene.
Oh yeah, Arlene really got off on that one. She goes, the pill, because there was a pillgate fair for a minute.
Totally normal.
Your creepy friend said they looked strong. He wanted to see their dongs, so he bought.
She didn't like that part.
Them matching thongs, Arlene.
Hey Danny, you look muscular this year.
Arlene. How did you raise Stephen, Jay, and Dan? Arlene. You're hotter than Joe's other ex, Joanne.
So we would get literally matching Speedos, and we go and try on all these Speedos.
Would he see your wiener?
Yeah.
and so, Ed Kelly, $50. Robert Daly as well. On the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal at the Bubba Army. So yesterday, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. We lost the great Jody. Was it yesterday?
No,
it was this morning. It was this morning at 5:30. At 5:30 in the morning, Steve and Dan were there to watch their great father take his last breath, and I just cannot tell. There's no words that I can express to them as to how sorry. I was watching Saturday as I was sitting there, holding his hand, and like Dan would get up, and then I would I didn't want to make it all. I wanted to be in the back because it's not my father, so I would sit on the other side of Joe. And Dan, Dan would talk to him and talk in his ear and tell him how much he loved him and stuff. And I would just kind of stay in the back. Arlene didn't get there till later. And then Dan would get up and have to, just take a few moments. And then I would go over and hold Joe's hand and talk to him. And you could see his breath was shallow. And so the doctor comes in and super nice guy. And he was like, according, it's going to be, we're close here. It's according to the statistics and his shallow breathing and things like that. And so we knew it was coming, just didn't know when. And Danny, I got to tell you, out of Jay, Danny, and Steve, not that it's a competition, I think Dan was there the most, just being strong for the family. And so rest in peace, Joe. Dr. Joseph Diaco. I don't know when the services will be. I'm thinking it might be next Tuesday. Because I hope I'm not like giving out any information I'm not supposed to be or not, but a lot of NFL, Mike Allstott, Derek Brooks, maybe Ty J, a lot of Vinny Testaverde, a lot of Buccaneers have reached out to the family and said they'd like to attend, well, and current Bucs as well. So historically, Tuesdays are the players' days off, right, Lummy?
Yes, yeah, normally, yeah.
So they're thinking about doing it on a Tuesday so that Bucs, so that potentially any players, the Glazers.
And I'm assuming they'll probably mention it at the game, the last home game, wouldn't you think, too?
Yeah, I think he's the longest employed Buccaneer. I think he worked for the Bucs longer than anybody else in the history. Well, he was the longest doctor in the league. The longest tenured, team doctor.
Yeah.
And I think he might have been maybe the longest Buccaneer employee as well. So I know Coach Gruden's going to be there. I know that Coach Gruden's going to be there. I know Tony Dungy's going to be there. I know that Derek Brooks is going to be there. I know that just a lot. I think the Glazers are going to have somebody there. There's a guy named Ford. I don't want to say Todd Ford. Maybe Tom Ford. Brian Ford, maybe.
Yeah, Brian Ford's I think the president.
Yeah. Brian Ford is going to be there. He's been in constant contact and actually went to hospice and.
Yeah, that's Brian.
So there's a lot of current people that work for the Buccaneers that potentially might want to be there. So I think that they might do it next Tuesday. So rest in peace, Daddy Joe. You touched my life in so many different ways. And, it's just I watched Dan, say goodbye to his dad, and all I could picture was my mom laying there. And what am I going to I'm going to be an absolute fucking basket case when that happens. Blitz, I know you're very close to your mom, much like me. And Lummy, I don't know who you're closest to. Your mom, probably your mom. Are you closer to your mom or your dad?
I'd say probably my mom a little bit more.
But you and your dad are boys, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I couldn't imagine that happening soon.
Oh, just it's like we come in life as an infant. And we kind of go out like an infant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, rest in peace, Dr. Joseph Diaco. And I'll be talking to Dan, later today. Dan posted on his Instagram, said, "I just lost my hero and my father, Dr. Joseph Diaco, this morning. I miss you, Dad. Thank you for helping the world around you." He touched so many people, and Rest in peace, Joe. Rest in peace, my friend. Here starts to switch gears a little bit. Here starts the
hold on just real quick before we move on. In that picture you showed of Daddy Joe, he looked a lot like Steve there, I thought.
Yeah.
And in this picture, let me send you this one. This one he looks like Dan. And not because of what he's got in his mouth.
I know what you're talking about.
Was that him on the sidelines back in the day?
Yeah, when they could smoke on the sidelines. You imagine the doctor.
But it looks
now.
just like Dan, doesn't it? Or it looks very close to Dan.
Yeah.
You can tell,
Dan
you
with
can
the
tell
little
it's
Steve too. The eyes.
Yeah.
Oh. This was a great article. Did any of you guys read that article?
Yeah.
That was a great article. And Lummy, he tried to tell Ray Perkins about Keith McCants.
Yeah, well, I guess
he tried to tell.
They should have listened.
He tried to tell. Happy Veterans Day. He was a lieutenant colonel. Blitz, is that a pretty high ranking deal? Lieutenant colonel? This was, I think, after the ring celebration.
Oh, the Bucks one? Yeah, the Super Bowl.
There you go. There's Rob Elder. I love Rob Elder. Yeah, and it was just not too far. It was just not too long ago that Lummy, what day did the Packers play
September
the Bucks this year? Was it game 3 or game 4? I think it was game 3.
I believe it was September 18th.
Okay, September 18th. So September, October, November. So in 3 months, just 3 months ago, I was in Dr. Joe's box. He's got his own luxury box. The Bucks gave him. And it was just 3 months ago. You know, he was getting up and down the stairs okay. He was getting he got in an argument with Warren Sapp. Yeah. he was pretty spry. And in just 3 months, man, it just goes to show you. Appreciate what you got. Love those around you, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your favorite radio show. Don't take life too seriously. And nothing's really that big of a deal. I'm still mad at the merch crick for totaling the bins, but
No, Daddy.
Oh no!
I had a pic of the Benz Blitz when it first came back from the wheel shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a picture. I should actually probably send it to you for you to send kind of back to me so I could display it.
Okay.
And so yesterday I'm watching football, and I send it. And I'm really not saying. What do we get back on January 2nd? We get back on the 3rd, right?
The 3rd, yeah.
January 3rd. Brian from Charleston is texting me. Let me find this picture, Blitz, for you to kind of send to me for me to put back up on, for me to display. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Boom. Save. Let me send this to Blitz K. So we're watching football yesterday, and just out of nowhere, okay, I just sent it to you. Just out of nowhere, I sent this picture to her and put R.I.P.
Were you guys sitting like next to each other?
No.
Oh.
I said, we're just like old people. I have a recliner, and she's got a recliner, and there's a table in between us. And I sit on my recliner, and she sits on Jim Husker, 1,000 bits. Yeah. She sits on her recliner, and I sit on my recliner. And so, Blitz, this is when we first got it back from the wheel shop. My guy did me a solid.
Okay, I haven't got it yet, by the way.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Let me see. Make sure I send it to you.
No, sometimes it takes a little bit.
Well, with your Android super yippee-yo.
Yeah, there's a little slower with the iPhone. The Android.
I know you say that, but last week when you sent a text to everyone, I was the first one to get it. So.
Yeah, I know. You can't. There's no rhyme or reason. Here, I could actually show it just on the camera, actually. I could just show it.
Okay.
If you get it, yeah. God, this was a nice looking car. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to find a car that I can buy for $6,100, put $1,000 into it, and be this cool of a looking car that
Actually, I just got it.
Okay.
So give me 2 seconds and I'll get it.
Okay, perfect. That you could roll up. Like, Lummy, I often picture like rolling up to the Dollhouse or to Ocean Prime or somewhere kind of fancy.
Yeah.
And, now if you roll up and Blitz K standing there, Blitz K says, oh, that's an 06.
But most of the people
CLS
are like,
55 AMG, those things go for about $12,500 at the auction. Most people see them like, holy shit, that's a Benz AMG 55 with wheels. That thing looks pretty badass.
Little Wilbur's Afterbirth 1,000 bits, and it sounded good. With the exhaust.
It had the exhaust deletes on it. So hold on here. Here it is. So that, again, 92% of people are not wired like Blitz. Blitz looks at that car and says, that's a 06 or 07 CLS 55 AMG. Nice wheels. Sounds good, but, it's older. But the average guy looks at that car and goes, holy shit, that's a fucking badass looking car. That's a Benz V8. So I sent that picture to the Merch Quick yesterday. I mean, Lummy, isn't that a fucking badass looking car?
If I saw you pull up at Eddie V's, then I'd be like, man, that's a nice car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know the difference.
Had the exhaust delete. It sounded badass.
Nice.
I mean, Blitz for an 06, man, that thing was nice.
Yeah.
That thing was nice.
It is nice.
So
it was nice. Yeah.
Hey, Blitz, are you checking that one site for me?
I am, yeah.
Sad.
By the way, I've researched it and researched it and researched it, and you cannot in any way, shape, or form drive or get a re-evaluation on a title that has a title of destruction.
Certificate of destruction.
Certificate of destruction.
I wonder how they do it, because I know someone that buys cars like that and then goes and gets them certified, gets a rebuilt title, and sells them.
I was told that all of them go overseas.
Huh. I know the ones he sells stay here, so it's weird.
Yeah.
I know a dealer can't sell them. I know that, but a private party can sell them.
Yeah, I gotta get an official ruling. I need to probably talk to you know who probably Keith Knobs, bitch, because that's what he does. He buys wrecked insurance cars for parts. Because I swear to God, Blitz, for $4,500, I could get that thing back on the road,
right?
And look great as fuck. So anyway, R.I.P. my Tom Bean 06 S CLS 55 AMG with an aftermarket intake, exhaust deletes, and kick-ass wheels that the guy did for free for me. The wheels make the car.
Yeah, it makes it look like brand new almost.
Brittany Griner has now officially breaks her silence on her return from Russia.
Thank God.
I've not really been able to sleep unmedicated until I knew this.
I was waiting for her to tell us about Russia's prison.
Is that what she does here?
On this article,
Brittany Griner is finally speaking out after her return from Russia. Brittany obviously returned home last week.
She's just holding out for the Oprah interview.
Of course.
You know that.
But on Friday morning, she finally released a lengthy statement, basically kind of explaining what's happened in the last week and how she feels. She thanked everybody, President Biden, her agents, her wife, her family, her reps, all this stuff. But at the end of the note, she said, I'm going to play in the WNBA again.
Wow.
Not only that, she said this season.
Devin's season tickets just went up in value.
Actually, it would seem to me that this is going to boost women's basketball.
Oh, they are finally going to get a primetime game.
For one game.
Going to watch.
One game.
If the game's really got to count, and if it's a really good game, see, this is like Ricky Martin at the Grammys singing Livin' La Vida Loca. And it just totally made him.
What? That is a great sports analogy.
But no.
You have any Broadway examples for us?
Would you stop?
You managed to make the WNBA actually gayer.
TMZ's success is completely representative of how we are as a society. Just a bunch of cheese dicks, right? We're just cheese dicking.
That's what sells.
We're just cheese dicking along. Just cheese dicking along is all we're doing. Lummy, what's the line on the game tonight?
7.5 right now.
Really?
Yeah, 7.5. Packers are favored.
The guy who killed himself, Stephen Twitch Boss, the guy that was Ellen's band director, and stuff. I guess he left a suicide note.
Oh,
yeah.
Do they print it? Did they print it?
Oh, I don't know. But didn't he, wasn't that the whole reason why he went to the hotel and all that? And
we can't do it at a hotel, though.
Isn't that what he did?
Yeah, but I mean, come on. That's...
Well, now, hold on. If you're, I'm, what is it, 988?
Yeah.
First of all, if you're having any mental issues and you feel suicidal and all that kind of stuff, please dial 988 and get some help and talk to somebody, and do not do this. This is the worst thing that you could potentially do. And it's very selfish. It is the most selfish act ever. It's the most martyr, selfish act. There's only one way I would kill myself. If I had done something so horribly wrong where I was facing life in prison and, was going to be a burden and a joke to my family. Well, I guess I already am that. But what I'm saying is, I was, let's say, Blitz, I had, raped, 3 women and touched kids, just unspeakable things. Something I would never do, but I'm just saying, I did something like that. And that just the utter mention of my name would embarrass my family, and there is some of that too. But at least I haven't touched anybody inappropriately yet. But
working on it.
I might kill myself if I was going to prison for the rest of my life, and I had done something so horrific that I was an embarrassment to my family. I think it would just be easier for me to go. That way they didn't have to worry about me in prison. They didn't have to ever deal with my bullshit. And, justice was somewhat served.
I think that's pretty common, which is why when I tell people that Jeffrey Epstein probably thought the same thing, and that's probably why he killed himself, and they said, no, there's no way he would have never killed himself. I'm like, well, he's going to be in prison forever.
Right, prison forever. Did a lot of bad things to a lot of young women.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get out this time.
Wasn't going to get out. Yeah.
That's a pretty common thought.
And so that's the only way I would do it. And at that point, I think that's not a selfish act. And I'm not advocating anybody killing themselves. Don't take that don't take this conversation as that. But if you are an absolute embarrassment and you have done such a heinous crime that your family, it would be more closure and less, you'd put your family through less bullshit by doing that. I could understand that. And I could understand going to a hotel or going to a place that your family doesn't ever have to live. The worst thing to do would be do it at home, or you're in a room where your kids have to, you'd have to probably move out.
Yeah.
But go to a hotel or go into your car under a tree, kind of like what Harry Lee Coe did underneath the veterans. Harry Lee Coe was this actually had Mark Ober's state of prosecuting attorney's job before he did, and he owed 15. There was Mike Deason or somebody had this Channel 10 or one of the big news channels did this big investigation piece about how he owed Gandy Dog Track $15,000, and he was a degenerate gambler, and he ran around town borrowing money for people just to go to the dog track, and it was going to come out. The story was going to come out because they had come to him and be like, hey, Harry, the story comes out tomorrow, but we'd like to get at least your opinion on it. So he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And so he went ahead and went underneath the overpass and offed it himself, which was cool. I mean, not cool by any standards, but under the bridge, Blitz. I mean, your kids.
I guess it was WFLA reporter Steve Andrews.
Oh, it was Aaron Andrews' dad. Did you know that?
And I guess he got a lot of heat because they're saying that they're calling it hounding, and they basically blamed him for it.
They did?
Yeah, they blamed Steve Andrews for it because they see otherwise he wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, but is Steve Andrews just supposed to let a guy off the hook that's done some pretty shitty stuff?
Right, I know.
Now, did the report ever? Did they ever play the report?
Yeah, it was just before he died. The report was released.
I wonder if you could find that. You know, if Blitz, search that if you can, bud. See if we can find the Steve Andrews, Harry Lee Coe is a goddamn fucking degenerate. If you can find that report, it would. I guess you could probably maybe call that the report that pushed Harry Lee Coe over the edge.
Oh yeah, no, they I guess he I almost got fired for it.
Instead, he had a beautiful girl named Erin Andrews, who's the sideline reporter for what, Prime?
No, she's stuck with Fox.
But she also got $55 million from Hilton, did she not?
Oh yeah, for the peeping guy.
Yeah, for the peeping deal.
Jesus, you got that much?
Yeah, if it wasn't 55, it was 51. It was something. Here, I'll ask old girl. Hey Alexa, how much did Erin Andrews get in her Peeping Tom lawsuit?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the jury awarded Erin Andrews $55 million. Did that answer your question?
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous.
And Blitz, I was right on it.
Absolutely, you were.
What do you mean it's ridiculous, Blitz? You don't think she deserves it?
No.
I mean, Hogan didn't deserve $141 million.
No, and from the hotel, what'd the hotel do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
They
no.
there.
Hold on, Blitz. They did do something.
What'd they do?
Well, you might, in actuality, you might change your mind about this.
Okay.
No, for real. So I want you to keep an open mind, okay? The reason why they penalized her is because this guy specifically asked to be in when he made his. So the way that I remember it, one of the reasons, I could be wrong, but one of the reasons why they gave her so much money was because he made the reservations asking to be as near or next to her or across the hallway from her, and they allowed that.
I mean, I got to be honest. I don't think if she sued him, he should get. I mean, $55 million even for that's too much.
Well, she did sue him, and it looks like all she did get was $6 million at the end of the day.
Hold on, she sued.
Michael Barrett, who is the pervert, and then it was the Marriott,
right?
So she sued Michael Barrett for $28 million, but he's not going to be able to pay that.
Yeah, he won't. Yeah,
and then like suing me for 20, $800. I don't have it, and I got employees taken off, so I mean, I'm fucking December's fucked.
Marriott is responsible for the remaining $27 million, but if they settled, $8 million for the lawyers, and then our other lawyer fees. So she came
$8 million for the lawyers. That's ridiculous too, man.
Yeah.
And then
scumbags.
It looks like after taxes and everything, she came out with $6 million.
Well, I heard
that's more reasonable.
I heard Hogan took home $9 million from the Gawker deal, and I heard, and I don't know it to be true, that the settlement with Cox was in the 30s or 40s.
Huh.
And I think he got all of that because at that point, he got $9 million from the Gawker, so he just was paying the attorney, Blitz, by the hour instead of being on a contingency deal because he had money.
Okay.
So he got, like he paid his couple $1 million lawyer bill.
Well, the original thing was a Peter Thale deal too, right?
What's that? Yeah.
So he had to pay him a lot of it, right?
Well, so they, on the Hogan original 141, only $35 million was collectible. Okay?
Yep.
Because they were the largest, they bankrupted Gawker.
Right.
And the Telemundo or Telemundo, whoever was stupid enough to pay $35 million for Gawker, then all of that money that Gawker got went to Hogan. So he took 35 home, but I heard Peter Thale got 20 of it.
Right, because he financed it
Because he financed it all. Plus there was like a 30% kicker and all that kind of shit. So that took it down to 15. And then Hogan had about 6 in additional legal fees and taxes and shit, and he took home 9. So that's what I've been told. And then again, he got the big payday on the Cox payout.
Yeah.
Which I don't know that anybody will ever really be able to find out on that deal. Man, the more I think about that, and the more documentaries that I watch, because I've been watching a lot of documentaries. I watched one called "Don't Pick Up the Phone," and this is the craziest shit ever. It's from Netflix, and it's about this guy who lived in Panama City, Florida, and he was a detention deputy, but he wanted to be a cop. He was a cop at one time. And but then ended up being a detention deputy, like the guy that works at the jail, prison kind of deal. And he would call these fast food restaurants and get a manager on the phone and say, "Hi, this is," and he would know the town that he was calling. And one of the most, the agency that here we go. This is the trailer. This actually. Maybe I should just play the trailer and then fill it in. This is.
You watched all the episodes?
I watched every one of them.
It was 3, right? Only 3 came out?
I think
3 episodes?
3 or 4, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watched them all. The motherfucker walks.
What?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Don't watch it.
It's a true story, right?
Oh, no. It's an absolutely true story. It's an absolutely true story.
And now to an unbelievable hoax that police say many people...
Oh, hold on. Another collection called Blitz. I get them all day. I get them all fucking day. Hi, it's Bubba. I'm doing my show right now. Hello?
Yeah, hey, this is Tim Murphy from the State Attorney's Office. When's a good time to call you back?
Oh, okay, buddy. Tim, can I call you back like at 2?
Let me call you, but yeah, can 3 be better?
3 would be great for me, bud.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, Jesus. That wasn't...
Was that a collection?
No, the state attorney's office.
Oh.
Blitz, it's about fucking crackhead Calvin.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God.
No, that's what it's about. Like, they're going to, I think he only has like another 2 weeks to make restitution for, you know how he fucked up our gate?
Right.
Okay, well, he got, remember we had to get a gate estimate, and you had to go in there and get a hold of the gate manufacturers and find out what the part, like, you know how much he owes us.
Okay.
From what he did. Well, he still hadn't paid me. And so I called the state attorney and said, hey, listen, I haven't made, like it was supposed to be, I think January 1st is the window of paying me. I mean, Blitz, God, I forget. You had to replace 5 or 6 components in that thing?
Yeah.
And so this guy's going to probably give me some, I'm assuming he gives me some insight onto that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lummy, for once.
You're on the right side of it?
For once, I can actually fucking, I know what he's calling about, and I'm happy about it.
I heard that, I'm like, oh, shit, what's going
Dude,
on?
if I get that call, I'll be like, shit. Oh, fuck.
No,
I'd
Blitz,
piss myself.
If I hadn't, I talked to this guy's assistant 2 weeks ago, and she said he was gone and he'd be back this week.
Okay.
So that's why I'm not fucking,
You seemed calm.
Yeah, you
I'm
seemed like you expected it. I'm like,
yeah. Well, I wanted to be respectful,
Yeah.
But it just came up an 813 number, so I thought
it would have been great. The guy said, I'm from the state attorney's office. You're like, oh, shit.
The state attorney's office, Mr. Clem, and we're outside your building, and you have a couple different options here. You can get the fuck off the air, or you can come out with your hands up. Or we're going to go ahead and just come right on in. We have a search warrant.
Oh.
Hey, when they got a search warrant too, man, holy shit.
Let me go out there and see what they want. Tell them you're Bubba.
Hey, tell them you're Bubba. Lummy, will you go to jail for me?
Yeah, of course, Bubba.
Oh, look, Bubba Parrot's outside.
Bubba, you're 7 inches taller and more rugged looking than ever. What happened to your gray hair?
I'm going to jail.
Lummy does Bubba Parrot.
No, Blitz, actually, I cannot wait for this guy to call me because I'm gonna probably be getting a check.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be getting a check.
And now to an unbelievable hoax that police say many people fell victim to.
A caller pretending to be a police officer was apparently...
I would highly recommend this. It's only 3 episodes. It's pretty damn good. I watched a couple. Maybe the merch crick, if she's watching or listening, and can text me all the things that we've watched. Lummy, you got to watch 1923, which is the
one with Harrison Ford, right?
Yes.
Is it good?
Well, with regards to the Yellowstone world, right?
Yeah.
They went back and did an 1883, which is how John Dutton's family got to Montana.
Yeah.
As immigrants.
Yeah.
Well, 1923 now has John Dutton's, I think, grandfather in Montana, establishing how they that era. Now, I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I watched the first one. And I think it's going to show you who birthed John Dutton, and like that.
Was Harrison Ford good in it? Because that was the only thing I was.
Oh, he fucking nailed it.
Did he? Okay.
He nailed it.
I know he's
fell
getting up
victim
there.
to.
A caller pretending to be a
But this is called Don't. What's it called? What's this called?
Don't pick up the phone.
I would highly recommend it.
police officer was apparently convincing enough to talk some managers into
Better than
sexually
On the Line.
abusing fast food employees.
If I didn't submit to this search, then I'd be either
Bubba Light, 25. R.I.P. Daddy Joe. Thank you. The Bubba Light.
arrested or lose my job or both.
A couple of police officers telling me there's a video of what happened here.
I'd never seen anything like it, and I've still never seen anything like it in 30 years.
Who is this?
And the caller, of course, has committed the perfect crime because he's completely anonymous.
We have a sexual predator on the loose, and the phone's still ringing every day.
I'll tell you here. I'll backfill it for you. Hello.
Hi, this is James from Charleston. First, I just want to say I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
But y'all were talking about the documentary series or whatever it was, Don't Pick Up the Phone.
Yeah.
I was just calling to say that there's a movie about it as well. It's called Compliance. It's on either Hulu or Amazon. But, they actually made a movie about it where it's not a series. It's a legit movie, but it's about the same guy.
Yeah, and the Netflix puts it in 3 episodes, but which would be probably equivalent to a full-length movie, but it's really, really quite a fucking joke that this guy's still walking the streets.
Yeah, somebody needs to go ahead and tie him up and drag him behind the truck.
Appreciate your call, buddy.
No problem. Have a great one.
So Blitz, Lummy, what's this?
I was gonna say that's the trailer for the movie that they did for the same exact thing.
Now, when does the movie come out?
It came out in 2012.
Oh, this is 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Y'all know what Friday nights are like. We've got to be by the book tonight. You don't have a customer? I want you to clean, clean, clean. Let's get to work.
All right, so I don't need to go through this. I'll tell you. So this fucking guy from Panama City, Florida, would go by. He was a detention deputy, and he used to be a cop for like a year or two. But Blitz, the kind of guys that like work for security companies or detention deputies who want to be cops but they can't be.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy was kind of one of those guys.
Okay.
He goes out and buys. Now, the first instance of this was 1999, and the last instance I think was 2004. After they finally caught him.
Okay.
And tried him. But he would go to Walmart and buy a calling card. And then he would go to a public payphone and call, now not 1, not 2, not 10, not 50, but 89 different fast food restaurants.
Damn, must have been hungry.
And he would call and say, hey, and he would know the town that he was calling. So one of the town that really got him was like, I forget, somewhere in Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah, let's call. So he'd call and he would know, he would do a little research about the place that he was calling, and he'd be like, and he'd call the McDonald's in bumfuck Kentucky. And he'd say, they go, hello, McDonald's. And he goes, I need to talk to the manager, please. And he was very well versed and knew all the things to say. And they would say, okay, hold on. So they get the manager on there. And he would say, and he would vaguely just say, yeah, I think you have a brunette female that's working there right now. And she would say, yes. But first of all, he would identify himself as the police department of that town. So he'd say, "Hi, this is Lieutenant Bumfuck from Waterford, Kentucky Police Department. I'm just right down the road. Now, we got a couple different ways we can handle this. I can send a squad car down there right now and pick up this person, or you can bring this person into your office and we do some questioning over the phone. But it's alleged, I got a complaint here from a customer that was just at your McDonald's, and that she stole his wallet."
Okay.
And she'd say, "Well, hold on a second." And she would go get this employee, have him in her office, and this guy would then say, "Okay, I need you to empty her pockets out now." Again, tell the woman, does she want to do it now here in the office? Does she want to go through this? Because she probably didn't do this. This is a misunderstanding. Or does she want to go ahead and drive on down here to the police department, or for me to send a squad car? Well, Blitz, 95% of the people in the world are going to say, let me just...
I didn't do anything here.
Right. Just do it here. And, so this guy would just go, okay, so first of all, have her empty her pockets. So the girl would empty her pockets, and then she would say, make a long story short, he would have him on the phone for like 2 hours and get him completely naked.
Yeah.
Have him do jumping jacks to create like a sweat, and then do like full-blown orifice cavity searches.
But like, what's in it for the guy?
Well, he's a fucking weirdo.
He's on the phone though.
I know. So they go and they cannot find this guy. So in the worst case of this, Blitz, was in Kentucky, and the manager was a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she needed to get back to work because it was a McDonald's, and it was fucking, it was busy.
Yeah.
And so the police, now she thinks that she's talking to a policeman from the agency.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, "Do you have anybody that can watch this woman so she doesn't run out while you handle the busy time, and then I get you back on the phone?" She goes, "Well, my fiance, which was a guy, lives a few miles away. Can I call?" And he goes, "Yes, call him." So she calls the manager of McDonald's, calls her fiance, brings him down there, and he gets on the phone with the cop, and he's like talking to the cop. Well, the cop then convinces the girl to blow him.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
Well, so this girl is blowing this guy because she thinks she's going to jail. Well, this doesn't happen one time. This happens 80-some different times. Now, not to this extent.
Same girl blowing the same guy 80 times?
No,
you
different.
Think eventually they'd be like, this is enough of this.
He would call the restaurant. And then the second agency that got involved was this agency in Massachusetts. He had called 4 different Wendy's and all of this. Well, it comes to find out that these 2 detectives start really fucking, tracing this shit down, and they end up they get a hold of AT&T, and they figure out from the phone records where the call came from, and they trace down where the phone calling card was bought. Then they get surveillance from Walmart, and then so anyway, Blitz, through some good detective work, they find the guy. They get the guy. But what they have on the guy is they got surveillance of him buying the cards. They got the surveillance of him that looks just like you can tell it's him. It's like it's him. And, but they don't really have a lot on him other than, so then they go to his trailer, and they get a search warrant, and Blitz, they find the calling cards.
Okay.
And they arrest him. They take him up to Kentucky, and he hires a Kevin Hazlett with a fucking J.D. Ocko kicker, and he walks.
Good. I mean, look.
Meanwhile, the guy that got oral, 5 years in prison.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, you can't be doing that. Guy wasn't even really caught.
But so they did show one manager of like some pizza joint where this guy called, and this guy was like, "Hey, buddy, if you're the fucking cops and you're saying one of my people then get your ass on down here."
The only smart guy around.
Yeah, this guy was a fucking man too. This guy was kind of like Fabrizi or something.
Yeah.
And so this guy starts his shit, and the guy goes, "Listen, you get your ass down here right now, and if you want to question my employee and my employee wants to speak to you, that's great. But we're not doing shit over the phone, and I'm not doing shit in my office.
Exactly.
And that, by the way, that the guy hung up on that one, right?
I mean, look, everybody else's guy bamboozled is an idiot.
You think?
Yeah, no, I know.
They should all be thrown in jail.
I know, but they later found out that McDonald's had settled. McDonald's did not have a corporate, like they did not corporately warn all of the, because it had happened to like a bunch of other McDonald's, and McDonald's had settled with these employees, and McDonald's failed to like corporately warn, all the other McDonald's, hey, we're getting some scam hack phone calls here. If anybody calls and identifies himself as a police officer, please tell them just to come on down and get and physically. Well, that's what McDonald's should have done.
Yeah.
But they had settled 6 times to 6 other employees without telling the company. So the girl that got nude, that gave head, she got $6 million from McDonald's, as she should have.
It looks like there was a Sonic restaurant that he called. It was instructed to the manager, who was 16, to give oral sex to the cook that was 21.
Yeah.
But I guess...
But Blitz, now here's the deal. But this guy's walking. This guy walked on it. Just because they didn't have him at a phone.
I mean, here's the thing is he shouldn't walk, but like, what crime did he actually commit?
It was solicitation of sodomy, solicitation of underage, molestation. Like, that's what, I mean, he was facing 5 years.
Okay.
And, so, and it was underage people.
I don't see what's in it for that guy. Like,
he's a fucking weirdo.
No, well, obviously, but like, it's not like you can watch it.
No. I saw, and I had a discussion with Blitz, and it just really has my head all fucked up right now.
Oh,
and
Mercedes again?
What's that?
The Mercedes again?
Oh, no. My head's fucked up over that. Jeff Patterson, love you. My man, Gooch, former bus driver. I think he still drives Tony's bus when Tony needs a bus,
nice.
But gas man, 3-time NASCAR champion. Blitz, I guess when your driver wins the championship, the crew is a championship crew too, right?
Yes.
I mean, like, that's the championship gas man.
Absolutely.
That's the championship jack man. That's the championship right front guy.
Yep.
That's the championship fucking guy that puts an extra round in the deal. Zippy was the championship crew chief.
Do they get like a bonus from NASCAR on that?
I don't know. I mean, Gooch.
I think so.
Gooch, tell me, when Tony won the 3 and you were the gas guy, when you win the championship, do you get a little bony? Do you get a little bony? Do you get a little employee bony? And you don't have to give me the amount. All you got to do is just say yes or no, because I got to think they do. I got to think, and did it come from Tony or Gibbs? Right?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking.
Or did it come from that? Because NASCAR, the MLB, when you win the MVP or yada, you can get a bonus on it.
Well, like the driver gets the bonus, or the car owner does, and then whether they then pay out the crew.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't think NASCAR.
I don't think NASCAR does.
I think Gibbs would scratch something off to everybody.
I would think so.
Everybody from the shock to like Adam, a guy named Adam, who I think now works for Gibbs as a crew chief, but he was just a shock guy back in Tony's days, But I think everybody from the shock tuner. I remember this guy named from Grand Rapids, Michigan. They used to call him Wild Bill. He was the engine tuner. Blitz, when you're on, what's that?
From Dawsonville?
No. That's fucking Bill. That's the driver.
Bill Elliott?
No, this guy named Bill was on.
Lummy.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Gooch said yes. Team and Home Depot was so Gibbs and Home Depot.
Good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But like they when in NASCAR, they even have shock specific guys. They have engineers. They got motor tuners at the track. Blake's like at the track. The guy named Bill, he'd fucking be listening to that. And then remember, I don't know if they do it as much now because they're more coil pack and not carbureted. and they're coil pack and / injection. But do you remember when we would go and then after on the last lap of their practice, they would literally turn the car off, put it in neutral so they could do plug checks.
Yeah, and then when they came in, we would take those little tablets and stick them in the gas tank when no one was watching. And then Gucci handed me a 20. I was like, sweet, got him done. Oh, wait, no, wait, that was Michael Waltrip.
Oh, yeah. Remember he had some residue in his intake?
Yeah.
Because they were throwing fucking nitrous in there or something.
Like that, yeah.
Nitrous tablets or something. They were doing. I remember one year, man, fucking Michael Waltrip comes out there with the fucking Jobber 55, which I think he was a satellite team for DEI, so he had the great shit.
Well, it's when he had his own team and started with Toyota.
Right. But he was Jobber nonetheless. And he goes out there.
But he wasn't, though. He was like the main Toyota team, and like they were relying on him, and he was going to be like a big deal.
I know, but
he kind of screwed it up.
He went out there, and they say, I think the ongoing scuttlebutt was that he put nitrous tablets in his fuel for qualifying. Now, this wouldn't be good for anything than a short run. This would only be good for qualifying because, like, if you put nitrous tablets in there for the race, it would only make you fast for a couple laps until they burned off, right? I mean, like, it's not, it's not going to really have a long term. I think it's 200 laps for the Daytona 500. So Blitz, nitrous, unless you had guys throwing tablets in every fuel check. So
right.
they had supposedly the ongoing scuttlebutt is that Michael Waltrip threw a couple of nitrous tablets in the fuel, and he was fast as fuck. Remember, he was like 2 mile an hour faster than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Did he win the race?
No, fuck, they caught him.
Oh.
And the reason why they caught him, they couldn't prove it because the gas had already been burnt through, but there was a very, very different type of residue. Correct me if I'm right, Blitz. They got him on the residue that was in the intake. Remember, they took the intake off, and there was this whole residue that they weren't familiar with, and they tested it, and it was like they called it an illegal residue.
Yeah.
I wonder. Gooch could probably tell me some stories on some cheating, back in the day, right?
Sure.
I mean, they're all cheating. I remember Tony used to try to be as heavy as he could be because back in the day in NASCAR, they only weighed the car 2 times. They only weighed the car with the driver 2 times, and it was the Daytona 500 and then the Firecracker 400. So at that point, they would write that figure down. So let's say Tony would try to come in as heavy as he could, Blitz on Daytona 500. He'd try to come in like at 205.
Okay.
Then he'd get on a fucking crash diet because his number was 205. Because, when they weigh the car, they would just add 205 to the car because that's what the driver weighed in at earlier this year. Mm-hmm. So however much weight he could lose from Daytona 500, which was in February, till the Firecracker 400, which was in July. So so February, March, April, May, and June, for 5 months, Blitz, if he could lose 20 pounds or 25 pounds, his number his number was 205.
Yeah, but what could you add in a NASCAR like that would give that 20, 30 pounds advantage?
No, you don't want you want the lightest car you can get.
I got you.
So
okay.
I think the cars have to weigh 3,400 pounds. Okay, so that means, Blitz, that let me ask Alexa. Alexa, how much does a NASCAR have to weigh?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, a NASCAR weight is 3,200 pounds without driver or fuel, 3,400 pounds, approximately, with driver and fuel.
All right, so Blitz, I was right. So 3,400 pounds is the number you must weigh, okay?
Yep.
When you go after tech to run, well, they don't make the driver stick around. So if you minus 205, that means Tony's car had to weigh 3,195 pounds, okay? Because his number, his weight number was already designated at 205, right? So every pound of weight he lost from February to July 4th was just added. So let's say, do you understand what I'm saying now, Lummy?
Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
So if he's 3,400 pounds and he weighs 205, right?
Yeah.
That means the car has to weigh 3,195 pounds. But let's say Tony gets down to 180, right? That's 20 pounds of savings because when his car goes across the scale, they type in 205.
I gotcha. Yeah, they don't weigh. Okay, yeah, I got it now. Because he now has that 20-pound, 25-pound, lighter race till July. Now, did he gain it back to keep it, or did he put weight on like in July?
Well, and then in July, he didn't really fucking care.
Oh, okay.
Because they would have another number. That number would, he would try to lose weight, but then, like Gooch just sent me, 8 pounds. Water is 8 pounds a gallon.
Right.
How many bottles can you drink? So, probably he would lose all this weight, but then you'd want to be heavy again, Blitz, in July 4th. You'd want to be heavy again.
Right.
In July 4th. So that he'd probably try to lose a bunch of weight. Probably not healthy at all.
It's probably kind of like how you used to do for wrestling, right?
No, but this was a longer con. This was a 4-week. This was a 4-month con.
I kind of think what Gooch is saying is more than lose weight, you try to almost bulk up the day before, or even that day you just pound water and don't pee or poo.
Right.
Because if you could get, a gallon of water, that's a lot of water, but that's 8 pounds. So
right.
You could.
Sumo would tell me though he'd be try to get as heavy as he could. He'd be 200, 205.
Yeah.
And then he'd hire a trainer right after Daytona 500 and try to get down to 180
after he ate all his pizzas.
After he ate all fucking Presto pizzas.
So someone like a fat back in the day, like a Jimmy Spencer, because he was pretty heavy, right?
Yeah.
That would
towards
be
the end of his career.
Yeah, but that'd be his disadvantage.
Yeah, but fat in NASCAR is 210. Tony was always kind of the biggest guy, and Tony isn't that big. Tony rolls around about a buck, even not in shape and not trying. Tony rolls around at 195, 200 pounds.
Oh.
And he was, the guys now are Buddy Kofoid, the guy who drives for Keith Kuntz. I think he weighs 126 pounds.
Holy shit.
Well, here, hey, Alexa, what does the average NASCAR driver weigh? They're all teeny
According
tiny.
to an Alexa Answers contributor, a NASCAR weight is 3,200 pounds without driver or fuel, 3,400 pounds.
Let me bring between 150 and 175 pounds.
Yeah, and so Tony rolling around at $195 was King Kong.
Looks like Danica Patrick was the latest at 100 pounds, and the heaviest was
Blitz.
Tiny Lund.
However, in 2016, they introduced a rule that any driver over 180 pounds can subtract 10 pounds from the driver's weighted total. What? And add it if the driver weighs less.
When's this?
2015, it says.
That's after Tony was gone. Or maybe towards the end of it. That might be the Tony Stewart rule. But a lot of them for the longest time thought Danica had a huge advantage because she was 100 to 103 or 4 pounds soaking wet.
It still have an advantage because even if the car has to weigh that, you can put the weight in areas down low and
they were having to add weight to her car.
Right, but you can add it to places that make more sense than in the driver's seat.
Left side, left side and low. And that's where these NASCAR, money is no object, so these NASCAR guys would buy tungsten. Like us Saturday night, dirt tracking guy, Blitz, we're getting lead and, just whatever. Lead's pretty cheap. By tungsten standards, lead is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're if you're Jeff Stallnecker and you need to add 43 pounds to your left, to the car to make it pass, you're getting 43 pounds of lead. Well, if you're Joe Gibbs, you're getting 43 pounds. And I don't know what's even stronger. I don't know if there's anything that's even more heavy than tungsten.
Denser? There is, but nothing you'd be wanting.
That you could bolt on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, do you ever find any of your Bubba Raw stuff on porn sites that shouldn't be there?
Are you talking about Pornhub?
X Videos has a Bubba Raw video.
It does?
Yeah, with like 68,000 views.
Which one is it?
Naked Sibian Rider, Insane Chalk, Bubba the Love Sponge.
And it's on X.
That's the title.
Hold on.
Xvideos.com.
Videos.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of them up there.
Well, I need to get all those taken down. And you know who was, and you know who was doing it for the longest time, don't you, Blitz?
Yeah, but these are. I'm looking at this. It's like random people just uploading shit.
Oh, so should I just go on X videos? Should I just type in Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yeah,
that's what I just did.
T-Rack Naked Sluts Uncensored Radio Show.
Yeah, I just typed in Bubba the Love Sponge in the others.
Oh, that one's by a guy named Real Wild Girls TV.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's his name.
That's the guy who did the most of that.
I know. That's Lummy's friend.
Bubba the Love Sponge. I don't have anything, Lummy. Oh, yeah, I do. Naked. Yeah, 68,000.
And then that shows you his whole.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. All right. So, Blitz, we probably need to let X videos know, right?
Yeah.
That this is my stuff. I'm looking at see how much more stuff he's got of mine. Oh, Blitz, can I put it on the other screen where you can see it but don't broadcast it?
Sure.
Okay, so don't broadcast this stuff. Hey, buddy, thank you for and if you find any more sites, let me know. Okay.
Will do. Thanks.
Bye now.
Have a good one.
Blitz, this is the one right down here. That's me. That's got 56,000 views. That's me.
Right.
Right. Just seeing which ones could be me.
I can barely see them, but because I don't want to click on them, and just in case.
All right. Well, I'm going to click on them, but don't, because we'll ruin our career. But like, look at this one. Like that's
what I was talking about.
Yep. That's.
Brazzers, this is now free.
I want to mute that too.
Yeah, mute that. Yeah. I'm trying to find other ones that could be.
I think there's one or two other ones I'm trying to see on your screen where they would be at. Where are they?
Fucking right. Is this it? No. Fucking Terry. That guy did more damage than I even want to get into right now. Probably this one.
Oh, it's I think the other one's
and,
the one on
this
top,
one.
and then there's one I think on page 2.
Oh, okay.
I believe so.
Which one, buddy?
If you go up a little, is that the one? Oh, isn't that the one, or is that not yours? The fifth one on the top.
Right here?
No, to the right.
Here?
Yeah.
No, that looks like her house.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would be taken from her.
Oh, okay. All right.
Website.
Okay.
Janessa.
Yeah.
Real bad girls whipped cream masturbation.
Yeah.
Fucking. So, all you Bubba Army out there, if you see any, and I know you go to porn sites, and you see something that looks like it's mine, let me know, because I'll shut this Well, this guy here is a fucking complete asshole. This is the Terry guy.
Yeah, one eye Terry.
Who I think still has Blitz to I still think he has our hard drive.
Yeah, no, I don't know how well that went down.
Oh, look at this. I mean, we need to get one of these. Okay, I'm going to put it over Blitz. Don't put it on the screen, okay?
All right.
But we do need to get one of these. Let me look at this.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, looks like it gives you head.
Yeah.
Does it have a video how it works? I know. Looks like it just.
Suckback 5,000.
I think it is. I mean, even a guy like you that's getting a lot of pussy. I mean, she's on vacation right now.
I could use one right now.
Wouldn't you?
I need a Suckback 5,000 immediately.
Moaning, sucking, and vibrating.
It moans too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I think it has a butthole.
Whoa.
And a pussy. And look at there's the.
Hell yeah.
Let's all buy one of these.
How much are they?
$68 for a suck. For a suck vac.
For a suck machine?
No, you got to call it what you called earlier.
Suck vac 5,000?
Yes, for a suck vac 5,000, Chris.
All right.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Hold on.
I'll put it on my Amazon wish list.
Look at this. Oh, it even comes in different colors. It's called Honey Playbox.
Oh.
Oh,
I wonder if it's got any.
Rhett wants a honey play box.
Oh, hold on. It gives you. It gives you. Kind of a little video as to how it works here.
It's like a Dyson.
Lube me.
All right, fine. Lummy.
All right, I'm coming in.
What's Lummy doing?
He told me to come lube him.
I mean, that's just a flashlight.
Hold on.
Might want to mute the audio, Bubba.
Okay.
Whoa.
So it goes in like that, and then it just kind of.
It's a fucking flashlight.
Yeah, like. I mean,
that's stupid.
It'll blow your mind.
Idaho Bubba Army, 1,000 bits.
I can get to reel that. I mean, like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Hold on. The new level in men's pleasure has been set with.
Is it smoking?
No, I don't know.
What is that? I can barely see it.
Smokes your dick.
Is that what it? What the?
Oh, Rhett knows about it.
Rhett knows. Of course, Rhett knows. Yes, Rhett. And Rhett, what do you know about this, Rhett?
Well, I was saying it's a Dyson product, so that's the built-in vacuum.
Oh, here we go. Hey, I had an auto blow one time and I tried it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried it. And it was like it weirded me out on the mechanical part. It's like
right.
You
just like rip your deal off.
And it was like all it did is just have like these beads that go up and down your.
Well, you had the original one. They've got a new one now,
okay.
buddy.
Well, I had an old one, and it really didn't. I mean, like I couldn't even get myself, to party on it.
Yeah, you need to suck back 5,000. Those are way better.
Suck back 5,000. I'm typing that in.
No, there's no such thing. I mean, Blitz is just being smart ass. There's no suck vac 5,000, but we do need to find out what is available. Why wouldn't we get one? Oh, look at this one, Blitz. This is the
Jesus.
I mean, this one goes. That might be too aggressive for me.
Rip your deal off.
Hold on here. Let's look at this.
Fucking trying to start a fire?
Now this one's $89, and it's got a whole big lever on it and everything.
Yeah.
Look. I can't even go that fast in real life.
What's that called?
Look, let me one.
Suck back 6,000.
Suck back 6,000.
No, it's not the suck back 6,000.
Bing is not coming up with it.
Hold on. This is the. Hold on here. This is the thrusting blowjob toy automatic male masturbation.
Oh, of course.
The Blanche. Ooh,
Deveron?
I don't want a girl named
Blanche from
Blanche.
Yeah,
why can't they
Blanche
make it?
Deveron.
Why can't they make it like a hot name, like like Mercedes or something like that?
Monique.
Oh, Rhett just got hot on that
Monique
one.
and
Mernay.
I mean, I need some more stats on that one.
The suck back 6,000.
On the
fucking Blanche Deveron fucking.
Hold on here.
Golden Girls. Golden Girls sucker.
It looks like the Golden Girls sucker might be the most expensive suck out there.
What about the Big Blow 350?
Where's that at?
Oh, I thought you might have gone past it. I didn't see it.
Oh. The Big Blow 350. That's exactly what you want because you prefer a girl that
pounds.
weighs. The 350 stands for the amount of weight that she was carrying on her.
Just the sheer pressure. Yeah, that's what the throat coats are made of.
This used to be 119 thrusting automatic male masturbator. Fully automatic and extraordinary powerful. Blanche is a thrusting men's masturbation cup.
Right.
Oh, well, this one's only $32.
Well, then it's cheap.
$32, man.
It's on sale. It's on Amazon.
Yeah, but
man, that's no.
Yeah, I'm not buying a $32 deal.
No,
I'm just not.
You get cut.
I'm not buying a $32 deal. I mean, you get what you pay for, especially when it comes to this sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like our penis pumps that we got, they were upper, like Blitz. That was the upper.
Those things were like $70.
Right. So what I'm saying, but that was the upper end of the of the pricing scale,
Mm-hmm.
and not one of them is broken yet, and they do a pretty damn good job.
The Auto Blow AI, which is the new one, has artificial intelligence in
Listen, this one right here
$300.
it got a 4.1 out of 5.
On
ratings.
what?
Amazon.
On Amazon?
Yeah.
It has 10 different thrusting modes. As you'll see here, there's a power button and also the mode button. So you can pick the type of choice that you want there. So it's got a lot of different options.
Why would you want to
It
get
has a
artificially blown if you could get really blown?
I guess this guy's not getting really
extra
blown.
sleeve on the top.
How much in
And
your
then
girlfriend's away for
inside here
2
is
fucking
where,
weeks?
The actual length of it goes in, and it is a nice rib material. This is made out of TPE silicone, so it's very lifelike feeling, and it's very durable, very easy to clean as well. This thing just pops right off.
Easy to clean. I want one that you can just throw away because I'm disgusted at it after I get mine. I just fucking throw it away. But like, I'm over you.
Go clean yourself up.
Yeah.
You can press down.
Can you go home now?
Inside here, pop this off. So very, very easy to clean as
Right.
well. It's very quiet and very powerful. So normally things like this that are very powerful. And
I want mine to sound like one of those old cars with hydraulics. Up
Hello.
and down, just moving all around.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? It's Brandon the Quad.
Brandon the Quad. Guess what? I think your threesome is gonna happen.
What?
Oh, that's kick-ass.
I think your threesome is gonna happen.
That's kick-ass. And I just wanted to ask
By the
you-
way, our girl Scout and Big Gulp Sherry, another 25.
Hell yeah! What's
Idaho Bubba Army, 1,000 bits.
What do you got for me, buddy?
Well, I just didn't want to. I just wanted to make sure my penis pump didn't get lost in the mail.
I don't know if we sent you one or not.
Oh, we were supposed to, and
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, we didn't get one to you.
So
Listen,
that means slamming TV's beats is sending me one.
all right. Well, good,
Oh,
good,
okay.
good.
Yeah, that's my bad. Let me send me the info, and I forgot to order
That's
one.
all right.
No,
Just
that's okay.
slamming will
That's
get
okay.
you one, but I would highly recommend that you really do some. I would do that 2 or 3 times a day. I would get that going. I would do 2 or 3 sessions a day, my friend.
Well, the good thing is that my mom will be on Christmas break here soon, so she can pop it on every 2 or 3 times a day for me.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
That's a whole nother fucking.
All right, guys.
All right,
Can't wait
buddy.
to see you in like 3 weeks.
Hell
Let me,
yeah.
how many days?
27 days.
How many?
27.
27 days until you have a threesome, my friend.
Yes, I can't wait. I love you guys.
Love you too. Hello.
Hey, Bubba, how you doing?
Good.
Good. I was wondering if you seen I let you guys know about the Cletus McFarland thing the other day.
Yeah,
was wondering
I got word to Cletus. I think Cletus heard my clip. I have Cletus's phone number. I'm supposed to get a hold of him, which I'm going to.
How many days until Barb?
Well, everything went
if you
well.
don't count today,
I
it's
think
27.
everyone has his back. I sent you the video on your Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So if you can go on your Facebook Messenger, you could see his speech. It was epic, and they all got his back.
The one where he was wearing a suit.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you said they have his back, do you mean the commissioners have his back?
Yeah, they said they're going to do anything at all means possible to protect the racetrack.
Perfect.
So the building people, they have to work with Cletus.
Oh, nice.
So it's all in the video if you want to check it out.
Because they know that Cletus came in there and resurrected basically an eyesore and, just really, really, really one of the very few track promoters that came in and spent nearly maybe even over $1 million on improvements to this place. And it really is a world-class facility. He's killing it out there, and it's really, really not. It's super cool to see a county council or a city council actually be pro motorsports. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, every single one of them were on his side.
So
all
right, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. Okay.
Have a wonderful day.
You too, buddy.
Hall of Famer Shivering Business there says Kenny Perez, 1,000 bits.
Love you, buddy. Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys? Florida Stanley.
Hey, Florida Stanley. I was just looking at your ring. I was just looking at your ring yesterday. As a matter of fact.
Snipe this guy.
Oh, nice. What?
What do you want? What do you want, buddy?
Hey, so I was listening to the show from the time you guys started, but I asked a couple times in chat, and nobody responded. What happened with Daddy Joe that he went so quick?
I'm not a doctor.
Or are you not allowed to talk?
No. That question is a question that even the family is asking. He He just went downhill fast. I mean, I don't even think.
It seemed like just like a few months ago, he was banging 29-year-olds. And all
Well,
of a
he
sudden
wasn't
it's
banging
just-
29-year-olds, but he was certainly present and, cognizant. And is it is that the right word? Cognizant?
Yeah, that's right.
So,
So they don't even know what happened. He took a downward spiral, all this just out of nowhere.
Yep.
How old was he?
84.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, he lived a good life.
He
so.
did, and we'll talk more about that once we have Dan in here, okay, bud?
All right. Yep. Sounds good.
Bye
R.I.P. Dr. Joe.
Yep. We're looking at the this auto suck deal.
It's a nice quiet motor, but it doesn't cause any lack of performance, which is nice. So let's go ahead and get this thing powered up and go through the both and show you what it can do.
All right, so he's just kind of showing you what it can do. I don't know if I could. I don't think I could party on that.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the back and forth. But that's kind of like the Terra Twist, though.
Oh,
right?
Is this from Terra?
I mean, my sister supposedly has a technique like that. Oh, another call, and it's not an 813 state attorney call. Hello, it's Bubba. You're on my show. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. Bubba? Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba.
Yeah, this is Patrick from Florida Solar Power. How are you doing today, Bubba?
Good, Patrick. How are you? Well, I'm doing all right. I mean, me and my wife are having some tough times, but hold on here. I got some. What's that, buddy?
Yeah, by the way, I'm calling in to inform you that Florida homeowners are eligible for free solar panel installations.
Oh, I'd love to have. My next door neighbor got some solar panels, and I'm just really, yes, I'd love to have. I'm very interested in that. Yes.
Uh-huh. So, are you the homeowner, Bubba?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I can transfer you right away to our solar experts who will discuss more about this special program. Okay? Just stay on the line and transferring you now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, just a moment, please. Please don't hang up, okay?
Yeah, hurry, though. I got to help my wife carry in the groceries.
Hello, Bubba.
Yeah?
Hi, this is Tyler. I'll be helping out here the rest of the way. I hope you're doing well. The reason for the call is regarding a recent interest to go solar. You filled out an application to see if you qualify for a zero-cost out-of-pocket solar program. Is that right?
Yeah, I like to have solar for free, sure.
Yeah, it's zero-cost out-of-pocket, which means there's no down payment or, initial, investment there. What I'll do here, I'll just ask a couple of quick questions just to make sure going solar is a good fit for you. I see you're in Lutz, Florida. Are you the property owner of the address?
Yep.
Awesome. And if you had to take a guess over the last 12 months, what would you say your average electric bill has been?
Oh, I'd say my bill's probably about 900, something like that.
900, wow.
Yeah, I like to keep it cold. I run my air conditioning, and I got a mini split unit in the garage because I'm got some plants I'm growing in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely hear it there.
Yeah.
Who's the electric provider?
Tico.
Tico.
Yeah.
And you're using a lot of electricity. Do they give you any rebates or discounts?
No, as a matter of fact, I just got a letter in the mail that said that my energy costs are going up by 9 to 13%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just
with inflation and
screwing the little guy over.
I hear it. Yeah, it's actually a reason why a lot of people are going solar, just because they're tired of seeing their rates increase and definitely want to find a better alternative. But how's the roof of the home? Is the roof in good condition?
Yeah, I got a new roof from a place called it's Handyman Roofing about probably 2 years ago. They're the best roofing companies ever. I'd really highly suggest them.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Did they get you like a shingle roof or is it metal?
Yeah, it's shingle.
Shingle. And does the home get good sunlight or is there a lot of shade going on?
No, I get quite a bit of sunlight. Yeah.
Sunlight. Awesome. Perfect. All right, Bubba. Yeah, so it's kind of based on, all that good sunlight, roof's in good condition. Sounds like you'd be a good fit for our program. The next step would be to set up a time with one of my specialists. They'd actually be the ones getting you the quote, answering any questions you have about solar. We make it really easy, too. It's a over-the-phone consultation, so we don't need to show up to the house or anything unless everything sounds good. You want to move forward with it. Say mornings or afternoons would be better for you.
Well, probably afternoons will be better for me. But, what is, like when you say there's no cost, what does that mean? I know there's got to be some kind of hidden, deal.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's zero cost out of pocket. Most solar companies, they ask for a $5,000 down payment or something like that. What we basically do is we cut your bill down instantly 40 to 60%. In fact, you don't even have a bill for the panels for the first 2 to 3 months. So with your
but once that
bill, we could bring it down.
I know, but once that bill finally hits, whew, what are we talking about here?
It'll overall cut your bill down to maybe $400 or $500. It'll definitely be lesser than what you're paying with the electric company.
No, I know, but what's my total bill gonna be like that? What how much it costs to put it in? Because I gotta think, that I'm gonna get a bill, right? It's not for free.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good question. I'm glad you asked it.
Yeah.
One thing that would help us out to figure out a price would be a picture of your power bill. It's a little bar graph that says the kilowatt usage. This way we know what size system and how many panels to get you. We want to, make an accurate guess. We don't want to just, throw a random number on your home. Would there be any way you could send a bill over to us, a photo of it, and I'll get over to the specialist and we'll go over that tomorrow afternoon?
Well, how about I just tell you how I can maybe scrounge up a kilowatt bill right now, and you tell me maybe just rough it in for me. I'm looking for my kilowatt bill right.
1467.
Yeah, a couple of months would work fine, like January, February, March, and then
It looks like about 1,400 kilowatts.
a month.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at my bill right now, I'm asking my wife. She said about 1,400.
About 1,400 kilowatts a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but again,
your lowest month, it fluctuates.
Yeah, but so for 1,400 kilowatts a month, what type? Based on what type of system I might need, what's that going to be, 25, 30 grand, something like that? I know that you're trying to get me with the 2 months for free gimmick. No cost, no pocket out of cost deal. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to pay it. It's just not for free. I got to pay it.
Right, and that's a good question. I'm just the appointment setter, so I just set the appointments for the specialist. And, the consultation call is not too long. It's 10, 15 minutes, go over that with you.
Does he got to come to my house? Does he got to come to my house, though? If you guys,
if everything sounds good, we'll survey it. But as of now, it's just a phone call consultation.
Yeah, I don't want you guys I don't want you coming to the house until it's the time to install it. I got some shit going on there, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I definitely hear you there, Bubba.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I was going to ask, I have the city and the state and zip code. What's the street address of the home?
Well, I'm just gonna. I don't want to give you it all because you might be like a scammer, but I'll just say that the word cherry is involved in there, so you can know. I'm not going to give you my complete address, so you can. That's where I live. So I'm not going to because all these people trying to steal my identity and stuff. So. Yeah, you know where I live. I think I gave you enough information to prove that that's my house there in Lutz.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I asked is what we do. We build you a prop, basically, and we show you what the roof would look like with the panels on it. And I mean, it just kind of helps us out to know.
Now, is this like a Tesla system?
On that.
I'm a big fan of Elon Musk, and is this like a Tesla-like system?
We use really good quality panels, but they're not the Tesla ones. Those
Sure.
ones are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But they're not the Tesla ones.
Okay.
But I mean, you have a lot of really good questions. What do you think about tomorrow at around 1 p.m.? Is that a good time for a consultation call?
Yeah. Tell the guy to call me tomorrow about 1.
About 1?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'll get all this in to the specialist, and we'll go over a lot more with you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, bud. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
That's nice.
See you later.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Yeah. Leave me the fuck alone. Call me at 1. Grady C. Blitz, $100.
Hell yeah.
On a Cash App. And then Michael Hattersley, $10. Thank you so much. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo at the Bubba Army. And we're almost out of here. Hello.
Hey, it's Hootie.
It's who?
It's a Hootie.
Hootie.
The new owner of the cream machine.
Are you backing out of the cream machine?
Yeah. Fucking Blitz gave me the fucking real Iggy on the whole deal, and so yeah.
I did.
No, I'm just bad, motherfucker. I was calling trying to figure out the. I want to put a new rap on it. I was gonna pick Lummy's brain. I didn't realize you guys are doing a show.
You got to find one first.
Yeah. You mean like you're gonna get rewrapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a million places that rap.
No. He wants an idea of what to put on the side of it.
Oh, an idea.
Like for with
I
Bubba
know
Army
what you should
stuff.
put on there. Whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, you mean like artwork?
Yeah, for Bubba Army, like what we want on there for Bubba Army stuff.
Well, I would, whatever.
Let me spitball, and I was calling Lummy to spitball, but maybe we'll just let's get it out of the way. Maybe we'll spitball together, and then you see.
Hold on a second. Whoa. Hold on. He was gonna call Lummy because he didn't know we were doing a show, and you called Lummy's cell phone, right?
Send me a
I
text.
text Lummy, hey man, I want to ask about what your thoughts about the rap. I got some ideas about the new rap.
I know, but hold on. What
What
business are you trying?
Stanley the Sniper 10,000 bits.
I can't snipe Hootie who's buying the fucking cream machine. Hootie, what type of what business do you want to promote on it?
Mine and yours?
I know. So you need to get the logo of your business and put it all over.
What is your and Bubba's business?
Well, I think my business would be Bubba Army, and then
the Army kind of,
here's what I would do.
Maybe some others, but I was going to save some of this for off,
Wednesday at 3, we'll spitball this, okay, buddy?
Well, can Lummy still call me after the show?
Lummy,
I will call Hootie after the show.
Lummy will call you after the show, okay, bud?
All right.
Bye, buddy.
Does Stanley get a snipe credit?
Yes.
Yeah, next time Stanley calls in, we'll fucking hang up on him.
Yes, he gets a fucking snipe credit. You guys, I'm trying to sell the cream machine. Quit trying to fucking fuck the deal up. Hello.
Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, get back to the JO talk. Sorry, I'm at work. Look up, Blitz, look up PESGA, disposable egg.
Oh, they've been around. Those things have been around for a long time.
What are they?
Those those eggs you buy from like fucking used to be like Alibaba and shit.
I don't want to jack off with an egg.
They're cheap and you just throw them away.
But you've buying about 7 times already.
All right, I'm going to look at the jacket. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really jack off that much anymore.
Sometimes you got to, Bubba.
Yeah, sometimes, but I got a lot going on.
Old lady ain't kicking it out.
She kicks it out as much as I want. I'm fucking 56 years old, brother. Dried up.
Yeah. Hey,
Blitz is gonna send me the jack off egg here in a minute, okay, buddy?
Yeah, just try one because they're cheap.
Okay, buddy.
Put it on there.
It's a long ass fucking link. Hope it works.
All right, buddy. Thank you for the heads up on the jack off.
Have a good Christmas, R.I.P. Joe.
Yes, very much so. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate listening to the show. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Now. Thank you. 12 days of Tinga. And so these, okay, so.
Click on the top, says shows disposables.
Reusables, disposables.
Click on like the egg deal, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen these things for years. I've never used
I don't want to
one.
jack off into an egg.
You don't want to jack off into a little egg? Why, Bubba?
It comes in an egg.
Oh, God.
And it's like a silicone sleeve that comes out of the egg.
So it's like you're jacking off into like a condom?
I guess.
I mean, these are shorties. My dick's probably, I'm probably not much bigger than that,
But like that's just the container they come in, though, Bubba. Click on one of those.
Oh, the Roid head cup?
All right.
That's a disposable one?
Oh.
I mean,
I'm confused.
Yeah, they're just like, these reusables.
Oh.
All right, Tinga
Yeah,
eggs.
the disposable egg series is.
All right, here we go. The regular strength, strong sensations, limited egg lotion.
Oh, the variety pack.
Yeah, that you can get like in a regular carton.
All right, let's go on strong sensations. And then you
see, they come in. You can get the carton.
All right.
Oh my God.
Now,
these things were big like 10 to 15 years ago.
Were they?
Yeah.
And
because I would order electronics from all these like Chinese places.
Oh, is that it?
And
right
they'd
there?
be like, "Hey, you sure you don't want an egg for $2?" Like,
Wait.
for what?
Wait, Blitz, was it the last picture, the fourth picture in, Bubba?
This one?
No, though. Keep going back. Like, it's right in the middle. Yeah, that one. Is that it, Blitz?
Yeah. So like you take it out of the egg.
It's
I guess?
like a condom,
right? But they have like, I guess they're like textured, and the different eggs have different textures.
But
so if you click on go left. Nope, not right. Yeah, so you see the textures on the egg itself. That's what the inside of the thing
Crater,
looks like.
misty.
You see the pictures on the egg itself.
Oh yeah.
There's textures on them. Each inside of the sleeve has that texture. So you find which one you want the best.
Ew.
Like, hey, I like the fucking creepy crawly one.
Yeah.
What a loser. Lummy, did they ever get into this guy's suicide note?
I don't think I was looking for it when you were talking about. I don't think they've released the suicide note yet.
This is
that TMZ used to be owned by Warner Brothers.
Tuesday.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Is that right?
His death happened on Wednesday, right? On
Correct.
Tuesday.
The
yeah.
death.
Typically, people will call 911, or if it's less than insistence that this was so. We have Tory Lanez, and we have
early when the prosecution has a witness. Yes.
And in fact,
enough of that bullshit. The guy died. He left supposedly a guy from the Ellen DeGeneres show, Twitch boss, Stephen Twitch boss.
Yeah.
And he left a suicide note. He went to a hotel, and how did he kill himself? He
shot himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, listen, a lot of people will be like, well, why would you go to a hotel? Well, you know what? So that you don't fuck up your family even more than you're already fucking them up, and you're killing yourself in some bullshit hotel. I often have been in hotels and wondered if something bad had happened. And don't they have to tell you if you ask, Blitz?
Nope.
They don't?
Nope. If you're buying a house and you ask, they're supposed to tell you. They have to tell you. But if you don't ask, they don't have to. And in a hotel, I don't think they have to tell you. They might, but they don't have to.
But if you go to if you're buying a house on 123 Main Street and you go like, hey, I just would like to know before I purchase this home, has anybody ever, has there ever been any major crimes or anybody ever die or commit suicide in this home?
And that's assuming they know. Because let's say the investment firm buys it and they're just going to remodel it and resell it. They might not even know.
So is the World Cup finally over?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
Argentina won.
Yeah.
Argentina versus France. Lionel Messier and Argentina. So Lionel Messier isn't he one of the big slinging D's? Isn't he
Messi,
one of the,
Messi is. Yeah,
he's one of the best soccer players
of all times.
Yeah.
Has he always played for Argentina?
Yeah, I believe he's from there.
I don't.
Isn't he from Argentina?
I don't know if he's always played for them though, but I'm not sure.
Well, this is what it looked like in Buenos Aires. Hundreds of thousands of fans packing the streets, old and young, celebrating a first World Cup triumph in 36 years. Fans even commandeered a fire engine, and you get the feeling this could well go on for quite some time.
I mean, I think we're the only country that doesn't really care about this bullshit, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
There was a bunch of people I saw like in downtown with like soccer shirts on or whatever, but yeah,
I saw more.
most people don't
I saw
care.
more Bengals shirt than anything, right?
Yeah, than the World Cup.
Are they getting any closer on the Idaho killer?
No, they just released some footage of them walking, and one of the girls says, "I told Adam everything."
That's it.
Yep.
That's the only thing they told. And Adam is the bartender.
They're looking for a white Hyundai or something.
Yeah,
and like
Hyundai
I guess a
Elantra.
neighbor came out and was talking, but nothing's really happened.
It's kind of like they don't know.
This could have been a one and done where one guy came in and killed him.
Probably.
And doesn't plan on killing again. Maybe has already left the town. Didn't leave any DNA, but or may have left DNA, but has never been in trouble, so his DNA is never their DNA. So here's the bottom line: if you've never been in trouble, there's a lot of people whose DNA's probably never been collected. Am I right?
Like old stuff?
Well, no. Like, do you think they have your DNA profile?
Oh. Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, like the average person.
Yeah, the average guy. The average guy.
I thought you meant a crime, and they didn't collect.
No,
DNA.
the average guy that's not been, I know you've been fingerprinted for various things like, gun licenses and things like that. You've been fingerprinted, but fingerprinting is not DNA.
Nope.
And so, and so, DNA is actually, they have to have swabbed your mouth or get a fingernail or, so the average guy rolling around that's not been in trouble or been incarcerated or necessarily like that, your DNA is not necessarily in like the NCIC, like it's not in there.
Yeah, because they said they got like skin underneath the fingernails.
So they could very well have the DNA of the person that did this, but if the person that did this has never been in trouble, so to speak, his DNA could very well not be on file.
Correct.
And if that's the case, and I'm assuming this is a man. I think that would be safe to say that the Idaho person is a man. The way that, first of all, women don't stab. There's not serial killers that are women that stab people. There's just not. So the man that did this could have quietly done it for whatever reason, left town, and if they don't have, and if he just lives a quiet life and there's no more evidence that we don't know about or they don't find, this could very well be a case that's never solved. So before I let you go, did you see the announcement by Dan? Is it Dan Bonagino?
Yeah, Dan Bongino. Yeah, Dan Bongino.
Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
He is quitting terrestrial radio.
Really?
Yes. Now, I think it's 18 months. I think his current contract with Cumulus / Westwood One or whoever distributes him is 18
Yeah,
months.
it's Cumulus and Westwood One.
Oh, hold on. He's announcing he's going to quit in 18 months?
Yes.
Oh.
Because he's contractually bound.
Okay. I thought he was like, hey, I'm done. Like, see ya.
Well, he is.
Right, but in 18, like in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, he's drawn a definitive line in the sand.
Gotcha.
Contractually, I think he can't quit. I don't think you can quit necessarily if you are under contract. They could sue you. Probably, right?
Oh, yeah, if he just stopped doing it.
I've never been on that side of the fence. I've always been on the other side of the fence. Or they fire me.
Yeah, I'm sure he has outs, but it would cost him.
And so it got me to thinking. I was actually talking to Blitz today about man, if I could make a living and not have to do morning drive, get up at the crack of dawn, I really I enjoyed today. I was able to watch football, I went to bed at 11 o'clock, Lummy.
Nice.
Got up at 7, ate breakfast, went to the gym, came to work, and now I'm leaving work in about a minute or two. And, I don't have to fucking go to bed at 6 o'clock. I don't have, I'm not. And here's the deal. This particular time may not be convenient for you guys, but you guys, none of you have done mornings for 30 plus years.
No.
And it's just getting, I may have to keep doing mornings for the rest of my life, but if I don't have to, I'm going to try to quit regular radio. Downer Blitz, I could tell my regular affiliates, which they'll say no to, I know. Hey, listen, I'm going to be on the air 11 to 2. If you want to carry my show from 11 to 2, then go, or from noon to 3 or whatever I decide, it would be midday-ish. It might be 9 to noon.
Did you like
maybe that? As we were talking, Blitz, I think you might like that better than a couple other things.
Yeah, 9 to noon will be way better.
That is nice. But did you like the series 3? What was it, 3 to 7?
No,
you didn't like that.
When it was just 3 to 7,
Yeah,
you didn't
just
like
3
that?
to 7.
No, I did like 3 to 7.
Okay.
I'd like
it was the having to do a morning show and then come back to do 3 to 7.
Right,
That really sucked.
right.
Yeah.
What would like the 600 or the 500 and so people that are watching me right now, like if I can't do 6 to 10. Hello,
Bubba, Mike from New Jersey.
Hi.
How you doing, pal?
Good.
Hey, is there any way you could switch to this slot with terrestrial? Why don't you just leave terrestrial altogether, man?
I'm thinking about it.
I think you should. I'd pay for the subscription. I dropped my Sirius subscription. I'll be glad to pay for yours.
Would you prefer 9 to noon, noon to 3, 11 to 2? Like what? Listen, I'm going to lower it to a 3-hour show.
What about 6:30 to 10:30?
No, Bubba don't want to get up.
That's a half an hour difference.
8 to 12? What about 8 to 12?
That's a 4-hour show.
Yeah, let me be 8
Thank
to
you,
11.
Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Well, he was just saying because he was doing.
Here would be your. And this doesn't. Nothing's locked in stone. We're just bullshitting.
Right.
Everybody, including Rhett, and I wish I had Anna here. For her opinion.
She'd go with Blitz.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think she would. I think she would go with what she liked best. Blitz, do you truly believe? I truly believe she wouldn't necessarily go with you.
No,
I think she would be like whatever would work for her better.
Yeah.
Here's your options: 9 to noon, 10 to 1, 11 to 2, noon to 3. If and Rhett, you're in this world as well.
Out of those, I would definitely be 9 to noon.
9 to noon. Lummy, what about you?
9 to noon.
Rhett?
9 to noon.
Bubba?
Let me just do the math on that. So that's a -3 from what we're starting now. So I move everything back 3 out. I plus 3 it. So if I take 230 and I add 3 to that, that puts me what?
530.
530. And yeah, I could 9 to noon would maybe work.
So that'd be what? 5:30, 7:30, 9:30.
9. Yeah.
Your 246, which would be
5:30, 7:30, 9:30.
Well, to do a show at 9, what time would you wake up?
Well, let's just say now, I do a show at 6 and I wake up at 2:30.
Okay.
So do the math. I'm just saying it's a minus. So
why do you? I mean, okay.
Because I got to get my work. I got to work in. I got to work out before.
Okay.
So and then I need an hour to shower and write shit down. Like I write a lot of notes and like all the things I talk to you about. And is all like that sweet little. I get out of I get to the gym in about 10 till 3, and I work out till 4. Okay.
Okay.
Then I go back to my apartment and I usually get on my computer and go through a bunch of shit and get my tablet out and write from about 4:15 till 5. And for 45 minutes, I just completely laser lock on what I want to talk to you. That's where I write my notes about that I need to talk to you about.
Okay.
That's where stuff I might want to talk about on the show. I kind of scan honest prep. And then I get in the shower at 5 o'clock till about 5:05. You know, like I get ready and I'm out the door by 5:15 and I'm here by 5:20. So that's kind of my schedule now.
Okay.
So add +3 because so instead of starting at 6, I'm starting at 9.
Mm-hmm.
So then just +3 everything. 2:30 turns to 5:30.
Do you think you could I'm saying the schedule now, start at the gym at 4?
You mean and continue?
And then
you mean continue with doing morning drive?
Yeah, I'm just saying now, now. I mean, I know eventually going forward you don't want to do morning drive.
I have this anxiety that I'm always late or behind. Like I have
2 o'clock just seems so early to get up for a 6 o'clock show.
I know, but I got to put an hour. I'm at the gym for an hour, so
right.
I get up at 2:20, so I can be at the gym by the time I brush my teeth, get a quick little bite to eat, put my clothes on, get in the car. I'm at the gym right at 3.
Okay.
So so it's a 2:20. It's really a 2:20 wake up.
Okay.
Because it takes me about 40 minutes to get going and to get to the gym.
Okay.
So
could you take a shower at the gym then when you're done? That way you're not sitting around for an hour.
Yeah, I guess I could.
That would save a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe. I could maybe when we go back, you know what, Blitz? Maybe when we go back to our regular schedule January 3rd, I can start tweaking that out a little bit.
Because if you could move things around where you could get an extra hour of sleep, that's a big deal.
I think I need to get to the gym quicker and quit fucking around at home for those 40 minutes. And if I woke up at 3:20 and was at the gym by 4.
Yep.
Or let's say woke up at 3:30 and was at the gym by 4.
Right.
But see, then that, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or we could go another year and do mornings and just work on. Listen, us leaving regular radio is 1,000% contingent upon us being able to continue to increase our digital world.
Sure.
So Twitch, Bubba Army Radio, TuneIn app, YouTube is really the contributing factor as to whether we get to leave regular radio as quick as I'd like to. If we show growth in YouTube the way we're growing at this point, and this isn't just this quick little growth that we're doing now, this isn't just a flash in the pan, and that Rhett, the filthy ginger, can keep this momentum going, and these shorts can turn into money, which supposedly in February, didn't they say, Blitz, they were supposed to make an adjustment on shorts with regards to how much they pay?
Yeah. Yeah, because right now it doesn't pay really anything.
Shit.
No.
Yeah. 2.3 million fucking views on one Hogan video that's made, $4.
Oh, you're up to 4 now? That's 3 when I looked last week ago.
It could be at 3 still.
Yeah.
I was just trying to give you a little bit.
No, I know.
Maybe we got an extra buck in. Hello.
Blitz, I'm only going to do 62 hours a month. Excuse me.
Is this Iggy?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, buddy. How
Are
doing?
you coming to Barp? Are you mad at somebody like you got me all freaked out that you weren't
I'm
coming?
mad at you. I'm always mad at you, buddy.
I know you are, but
I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody. I will more than likely be there. I don't know. I like to talk a lot of shit and chat. So
you do like to talk a lot of shit. So more than likely, you better be there, or more than likely, I'll beat your ass.
Okay, well, I'll give you my address.
I ain't driving all the way to fucking Punta Gorda or wherever the fuck you live.
Pretty close.
And who the hell am I beating up any days? Plus, I just want to give you a big old hug and an ear grip and say, Iggy, please don't beat me up, please.
I miss you too, buddy. The other two individuals on the show now, I've been excommunicated now. Nobody loves me anymore. Poor Iggy. Cry me a fucking river, right?
No, I love the shit out of you. Who does?
That's you.
Oh.
Those other two assholes sitting there.
Who?
One's a dick, and the other guy's just fucking. I don't even know.
Lummy and Blitz don't like you?
No, Blitz. I don't know. Blitz just disappeared. This is weird. It's kind of about the same time that he. Never mind. I'm not sure. I'm drawing lines here in the sand.
Blitz, you got heat with Iggy?
Yeah, he stopped calling me after he got his new girlfriend and his new truck.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. He stopped calling you when he got his new girlfriend, and you stopped calling him when you got yours.
Yeah.
You guys got all pee-whipped together.
Exactly. Yep. It's the donkey that got in the way. Sorry, buddy. I miss you. I miss you, Uncle Blitzy, you dick.
Hey, Iggy, I will see you. I don't know which day you're going to get down here, but, I mean, what's Iggy's tentative...
I'll be there for the party. I'll just come early that day and help you all set up like I always do.
Yeah, then he'll leave by 6.
And yeah,
so
Iggy might get what's the award from the guy that stays the least? Who's that?
That's DJ Willow 007.
You might get to DJ Willow 007, where you actually helped out set up everything, but then you left after we opened the gates. We left.
None of that. Hey, listen. So whatever you decide you want to do as far as your hours, we'll follow you. The hardcore will follow you everywhere. Doesn't matter. Whatever time you do, buddy, we'll be there. We'll always be there.
Love you, buddy. You take care.
Love you too. See ya.
Bye now. So I am contemplating, it would be, and Blitz, I just wouldn't quit. I would tell my affiliates, like, hey, listen, this is my last year.
When your contract's up in a year and a half?
Yeah. And I'm leaving regular radio. Or... Yeah, but I think if you're going to make that, you just got to leave regular radio. Like, you just can't say, hey, if you'd like to take the show, 9 to noon, you can.
Do you think he's actually going to leave regular radio in a year and a half?
Oh, fuck yeah, he is. Absolutely.
His podcast does really well, and he's got the Fox show.
Yeah, he's got his Fox show and his podcast. Fuck yeah, right? I mean, who? Yeah. He can say anything he wants on his podcast. It's doing super well. I mean, we see how the kind of money podcasting can make, and we are just we're a fucking
this is not
we're a hemorrhoid on his world.
This is not the first time he's kind of said this, though.
Yeah, he said it last year
because of the whole Vizak Sizzian deal.
But hold on, but the thing about it, Blitz, is when you tell him you're not gonna, you're done after your contract, then that means he has done the math where he doesn't need terrestrial radio. He's done the math, and unless he would lose like his Fox deal or something like that, then I think that this is legitimate. If it was more knee jerk and threatening, then it would be not such a long planned deal. The length of how much longer he's going to be in regular radio, I think, legitimizes it. But what it also could be is it could be a negotiation tactic.
That's what I think it is.
It could be.
And he's been mad at them before, so at Cumulus.
Yeah,
But hold on, Blitz. If we didn't need the money that regular radio made, and we could make up that money digitally, what would we do?
Oh, of course.
Okay, then. So I'm just saying, like, he definitely is in a position where he can make that up digitally. And he's far bigger than we are. Fuck. We're just, like I said, we're fucking dingleberries compared to him on his world. Hello.
Hey, calling from Charleston.
Hey, buddy, Charleston.
Hey, just letting you know, man, anywhere you go with that, whatever you do, if you leave terrestrial or whatever, man, your loyal followers are going to
Oh, I've been in we've been in Charleston 12 years, so I think we'd have a huge amount of people from Charleston follow us.
Yeah, and as long as you stick with this Bubba on the app, that's what I got you on every day, cuz. So.
Perfect. Appreciate it. And me and Blitz even talked about it if we did.
You know what?
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Charleston. Blitz and I even talked about if we worked today, one of the little things we talked about is if we were to leave terrestrial radio, we would really button up some of our ancillary shit even more. Like really make sure the Bubba Army radio is updated and a little bit more on point, and we'd have to. It's not going to be. Listen, by all accounts, it's not going to be a knee jerk. It's going to happen in 60 days type deal. It would be a long term thing. it just, you know.
Do we know what his salary is for radio?
No, but I would say that it's pretty extensive. Let me ask. Hey, Alexa, what's Dan Bonagino's radio salary?
From whathappened.com, Dan Bongino's salary is estimated to be between $57,000 to $115,000.
Oh, hell, well, he was making that much dollars?
Yeah, Blitz, that's a whole other deal.
Yeah, when you're making dollars.
I don't know if that's 2 times the amount they say, dollars, or if it's
right
per month. You know, right?
Well, supposedly this website says his Fox salary is $8.5 million.
No,
it says 115,000.
Yeah,
for Fox.
Yeah, for Fox.
I would believe that, and I would believe, honest to God, in the best case, I would believe that he's probably making 15 or 20 grand a month on his pod. Okay, and I would say that he's probably making. How many affiliates does he got?
He took over pretty much all of the Rush ones.
Hey, Alexa, how many terrestrial radio affiliates does Dan Bonagino have?
From westwoodun.com, currently, 102 AM/FM radio stations carry Dan Bongino's podcast.
All right, so I would say that he's probably making, and this is a very skinny number, just based on how much radio doesn't pay anymore, because those $36 million deals that Rush got, and that nobody in radio is making any money at all right now since Howard left. I might have had the last $1 million contract, and that was in 2017. My base was $1.2 million plus bonuses. My deal was about worth almost $2.5 million. Now, I wouldn't be making that in today's world, because radio now gives you take it or leave it offers. There's people that are making $80,000 in Tampa that are told it's 40 or quit. For real. I mean, Blitz knows the radio deal. There are people that are making, just most recently, I'll tell you who, Ian Beckles. Ian Beckles was making like 60. And they told him it was going to be 30 or quit. And that's the second time he's quit over money. The highest paid radio personality in Tampa right now probably makes $125,000. That's it. That's it. What used to be $2 million is now 120. And guess what they tell you? Take it or leave it. Because if you don't want it, if you don't want to stay on the radio, and you've not established a YouTube or a Twitch or a Facebook or a podcast or any other way to an app, if you've not distributed, or a Patreon, if you've not established that is making decent amount of money. Now, you may have a YouTube channel that's got 3,200 subscribers on it that's making, $46 a month. But if you've not established a digital world, what are you going to do? So let's say you're making $80,000 and you're doing afternoon drive in Tampa, and your contract's up, and they come and they've already got somebody that's been in there, and you're making 80, and they go to you and they say, "Hey, guy, your contract's up. We're going to offer you 50,000." Yeah, but I was making 80. I was thinking I was going to 50 or nothing. 50 or walk. That's how it goes. Nobody's making any money in regular radio. Nobody. It'd be interesting to ask I wonder who the highest paid terrestrial radio person. I can't even wrap my head.
You think like a Sean Hannity?
Yeah, it would probably be Hannity. Hey, Alexa, who's the highest paid terrestrial radio personality?
From reference.com, Rush Limbaugh is the most popular radio
He's
personality
fucking
in
dead,
America
you
and makes
idiot.
an estimated $50 million
Wow.
a year
He
hosting
makes-
his own radio show that
does?
focuses on American politics.
That's good.
Hey, Alexa, did you know Rush is dead? You slit.
I don't know that.
How
Clearly.
stupid you are. Let me bing that up. Say, America's highest paid radio personalities, and I'd be interesting to see what that is. I mean, if you're making 100, it's definitely.
Looks like it's Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, what's that?
Out. Seacrest out.
Sean Hannity.
Seacrest.
It's kind of low because it's still trying to. It puts Howard Stern on there because they're counting.
Yeah, but that's.
I know. I put terrestrial, and that's what they gave me right now. Ryan Seacrest and Sean Hannity.
Okay.
They have a picture of the guy. What's his name? The guy with the mustache that does Family Feud.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. They don't put his name, but they have his picture on
He
there.
probably. He's probably up there.
Yeah, that's all the ones.
I mean, you got guys that were making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 that are cutting 2-year. I know. You guys may not know, but I know. You got guys that were making $300,000 and $400,000 a year that just most recently cut a 2-year, $200,000 deal.
Oof.
Not $200,000 per year, $100,000 per year. Radio's dead. I can bring it back. I could certainly bring back a huge radio station in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
I was listening to a fucking show today, and it's not who you would think I was listening to. Some jobbers that are out of Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I was telling Blitz about it today. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
They're good, right?
Oh, my Lord. Here's the format of their show. Read a news article from the complete sheet. Talk about it a little bit. Give your opinion, and then go to the phone lines and ask anybody. A Florida man arrested, and he has it looks like on his mugshot that he's got a David Bowie tattoo on his face. Now, who in the hell would put a David Bowie tattoo on his face? David Bowie. Then they get into all about David Bowie. Then they go, let's open up the phone lines now, and have you ever got any regrettable tattoos? Fucking hack-ass subject, caller reiteration. Move on. Another case where hey, so listen, producer Jim, you like Taco Bell. If you had to tattoo a Taco Bell emblem on your forehead, but you got free Taco Bell every time you went through, would you get it done? Well, I don't know. Maybe. Whatever. I don't even have at least one of my major co-hosts today. I miss her. I really do. I miss her. I miss the dynamic that she brings. I do. I miss Anna. I miss her. And then throw in Dan on his 2 days, and man, we got a really, really, really great show. A good show. That would smoke any fucking. What regretful tattoo do you have? Please call the phone lines. Get the fuck out of here. And you wonder why. I mean, Blitz, I want to get out of regular radio because really we don't make much from it. I mean, it's just like, whatever.
Hall of Famer Shiver in Business, 06, Kenny Prez, 1,000 bits.
Love Kenny Prez. Is Kenny Prez coming?
Yeah, last time I heard
Bubba
he's
Army
coming.
Royalty, man. I got a whole list.
Hall of Famer.
Whole list. The rings are in. Let it be known if you're coming to the party or not. I'm trying to get a head count. Me and Blitz are going to kind of collectively work on a head count in the next few days. You motherfuckers better be working hard this week because we're only working 3 days and then you got the rest of the year off. Good job, Blitz, on making fucking me feel guilty about it and giving you off, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, way to go, Blitz. Nick.
Lummy, I want that backyard mode. I want this fucking place looking good. If I'm giving you an extra I'm fucking paying ya an extra 2 days on the extra 6 fucking days I already did.
And the trees will look good too. And we're going to take some of the pine trees down.
And Blitz, the explosive trailer gone. And the race BMW gone. Hello?
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. tomorrow right here.